Tammy can.
Okay.
And good morning, everybody.
Hi, I'm Tammy.
It is Black Friday.
Who are you?
I'm Tom, and this is...
I already said.
I wasn't paying attention. Who are you?
Well, okay, well, at least you're honest that you aren't paying attention. So thank you for that.
So it is early for us. Well, it's 8 o'clock-ish, but this is an early showtime for us, so I don't quite have my program together as I usually do. But it looks like we're live streaming now. It looks like it's going to YouTube. I should switch over to...
Let's see if we've got anybody.
You have something happening there. It's working.
It's working.
Okay.
We'll see if anybody's... I've got live chat going. We'll see who's here. Oh, we have a couple people here. Bonnie says, I'm excited to see these items. Love you, Tammy and Tom. Thank you. We love you,
Good morning,
too.
Bonnie. Thank you.
Yeah, it's a great way to start the day. So we hope that everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving Day holiday if you're here in the U.S. with us. And today we're so excited to share with you the Black Friday deals.
Yeah, and we started this morning earlier than our usual 4 p.m. time, because our since timing is of the essence here on some of these things, we thought we better get up and get going at least 8 a.m. Pacific time, which is already late, 11 o'clock on the East Coast, which is where a whole bunch of you reside. So we did get out of bed a little bit early just to move things forward a little bit.
Here's your computer glasses.
Yeah, I got to switch into my reading glasses here. So yeah, these are my portrait glasses, but I'll switch to my business glasses here. I look smarter in these anyway.
Okay, so Tova has a question, and thank you, Tova, for putting the question marks there. She ordered the super cubes, but she wants to know, was she supposed to use Nutmeg Notebook link discount in addition to the manufacturer's Black Friday discount?
You can go into super cubes any way you want. So if you went in through our link, that's fine, and then you apply the discount code that we provided in the newsletter, and then you will get the promotional discount. You'll see it right at checkout. So we are affiliates for super cubes. We've been helping them spread the word on super cubes now for some time, and so they asked us to share that with our subscribers and followers. So we are doing that as a service.
So I'm confused. Which discount do they put in the...
You use their discount code. What is it? Is it Give Thanks? It's in the show notes.
Yes.
Give Thanks 20 is the discount code, and that is instead of nutmeg. Usually you put in nutmeg and get a discount, but not today. Today you put in Give Thanks 20, and you will get the discount. And if you entered through our link, then we do still get credit as an affiliate. So thank you for asking that question.
Yeah.
But yeah, use their Give Thanks 20 discount code. I'm going to check the show notes and just make sure I'm saying that right.
Yes, I checked.
Okay, yeah, I have.
Give Thanks 20.
Yeah, I have everything that I think we're going to talk about in terms of links and codes in the show notes.
Yeah, and so the show notes is the description that you'll find underneath the YouTube video. So depending on what device you're looking at, it might say see more that you would click on, or there's just a down arrow, a small tiny little down arrow that you would click, and then when you do that, then you can see all those links and the special codes. So we have lots to talk about today. So many of our vendors that we have affiliate relationships with are having specials today. Many of them go through till Monday. And so, do know that we do get paid a small commission when you use our affiliate links, and that is how we are able to provide all of our YouTube videos and our information for free. So thank you so much for supporting us. And as you know, we value our integrity. So we only are affiliates with companies whose products we really do use, and we think that you will enjoy using them as well, because we always feel accountable to our viewers.
We also...
Oh, I was on the wrong camera. I thought you had me over there.
No, I just switched them.
Oh,
You're
okay.
perfect.
Great. He said I'm perfect.
So on that note, for instance, we recommend quite a number of kitchen appliances, and not everything works for everybody. But for instance, in the case of Amazon, if somebody doesn't like something, they return it. And we know when something is purchased, we do not know by whom, and we do not know how much they paid for it unless, we know what the promotional price is now. But we also get returns. And so if we have a product that's
not very often though.
We don't get many returns, but when we do, if we saw a series of returns, then we would certainly be wondering what's up with that, and then not likely recommend that product anymore.
Well, let's get going. Let's show them the first product.
Okay, well, the first thing I wanted to talk about, just because it happens to be, how do I want to phrase this? I need to switch screens. I need to go to my big screen here. Hold on just a moment. Okay, there's Tammy up in the window. So
Hello.
The item I'm looking at here is something that you can see from Amazon, and we do use Amazon in a number of our rooms, in the kitchen, upstairs in the TV room.
You didn't tell them what? Amazon what?
Echo Dot.
There you go.
The Echo Dot is
Got to remember, honey. Who, what, where, when, and why.
And this is now the 4th generation Echo Dot. We have the 3rd generation.
I think, did it just switch?
And what up here?
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, it'll be up over there now.
Great.
So we just ordered these light bulbs to go with the Echo Dot. So you can get this little combination kit of both right now for $29.99. That normally would be $64.98. So that caught my eye this morning on Amazon's advertised prompt of what's going on. So
did you explain what the Echo Dot is for anyone who doesn't know what it is?
Thank you. Maybe go ahead if you'd like. Let me put you on here.
No, you go ahead.
Okay.
You're great.
So the Echo Dot is Amazon's smart device that is in every room, and most of hearable in almost every room. We can yell at, and I won't say the name because I don't want to set off your Echo Dots. We'll yell her name, and we can say add to the grocery list. We can say what time is it. We can say what's the weather. We can say...
we can listen to our local NPR radio station.
Yeah, hey lady, in quotation marks, play our favorite radio station, play Adele on Spotify, since the new album from Adele is out,
when the grandkids are here and they're taking a nap.
We tell the Echo Dot to play ocean sounds because they like sleep sounds. So we do use that in a number of aspects of our life. We have a microwave upstairs, which is actually on the deals list right now. It's on sale on a Black Friday deal, where and it's sitting next to Alexa upstairs in the game room. It's our little upstairs, popcorn machine we keep close to where we watch TV, and we can say, "Hey, lady." We have to remember not to say the word.
I looked when you said her name.
She spun.
Did she? Okay.
Yeah. So we tell it literally to do the microwave, to do popcorn, or to heat up the tea for however many seconds. So it's just crazy, but they're on sale right now. They have increasingly leaked into the daily living of our lives, and it is a service to us. So.
And our first one we got was a gift from our son. He gave us one for Christmas one year, and we loved it so much that Tom ordered more because we just enjoy having them in the different rooms.
Yeah.
So like our daughter, she uses hers to create her grocery list. So she's cooking and then, realizes she's out of something, and so she just, you just talk to it and tell it, hey, add this to my grocery list, and it works great. And so now we're going to have the light bulbs that we can...
They're arriving tomorrow. They didn't get... I wanted to show them today, but they're not getting here till tomorrow. So I did buy the light bulbs. We already had the 3rd generation Echo Dots. I haven't found a justifiable need to buy the 4th generation yet, but there might be some feature I'll learn about that will just make it an absolute necessity.
Okay.
And once you get there, click on the other configurations once you get in the door and look around at those if you wish. So
yeah, and I just want to say, so you can take a look at the description down below, and you can... which camera am I on, Tom?
You're on Tammy Cam.
Okay. And you can see the different things we're going to talk about. I know that people have questions about Holland Bowl, and we are going to be talking about Holland Bowl today as well. And if you want to ask us questions in the chat, I'll just go over the housekeeping. Just preface it with 4 question marks. Type your question and end with 4 question marks. That way it just helps for us when we're glancing at the chat to spot those questions, because we're happy to answer your questions. And even if we haven't talked about something that you have a question about, a product that you've seen us use before or talk about, go ahead and ask us about that. And we'll try to show you what we have. So what is the mug that Tammy is using today? Can we buy it somewhere? I like it. That's from Stephanie. This is a hydro flask. So you may have seen our water bottles that we use are the hydro flask. And we love these. Our daughter gave us these for Christmas last year. And they're wonderful because they keep everything really nice and hot. So I made some herbal tea and I have it in here, and it will actually stay hot for hours, which is great. Like when I'm working on the computer, Tom's got it up on screen. If I'm working on the computer or I'm cooking in the kitchen, I just hate it when I pour a cup of tea and it gets cold before I get it drank. And so
the prices are changed on the color.
So it depends what color you want. They do come in a wide variety
this
of
blue
colors.
This blue one is $24.95.
Oh, I like that blue one.
The black one is $24.95. Your gray one is $47.13.
Oh, that's crazy.
How crazy is that?
I really like the blue one though.
Okay, well I have the black one.
And Tom has the black one. So it works great.
I'll drop that link into the
you drop it in there?
Into the chat. I'm just going to drop it into the chat.
Okay, perfect.
So
yeah, so I love it. I use it a lot. It's wonderful. So Reeves and Dylan gave me a beautiful pottery type teacup for my birthday, and I use that every morning when I can just sit and just relax and enjoy my full cup of tea all at one time. But this morning I knew I'd be talking and that it might get cold, so I put it in the hydro flask. Okay, what do you want to talk about first, Tom? Do you want to do the super cubes? Tell me what you want to do.
I was going to work off the top, across the top of our page here.
Okay, well, give me something to talk about while you're doing stuff there.
So let's do the two. Let's do the Instapot, because those could go up.
Okay, I'll go grab it.
The $59. No, let me get it.
You're going to get it? Oh,
Yeah.
Thank you, honey.
It's right here.
All right, Tom's going to get it. This will
And
be
then
great.
I'm going to drop that.
So you guys, I own about 5 pressure cookers. I absolutely love them. I'm curious how many of you have electric pressure cooker. It doesn't matter what brand. There's lots of good brands out there. I know Instant Pot is one of the most popular. My very first pressure cooker was actually a Cuisinart, because I think that's what they had at Costco
Thinking about
at the
going
time.
solar, but
And that was what I bought. And so, but the problem with it was it did have a Teflon liner in it instead of the stainless steel. And so the next one that I bought then, when I discovered that I really needed to have 2, was the Instant Pot. And I think they've gotten easier to use over the years, and they're multifunctional. And so, look at what the functions are of the one that, you're considering buying, and think about, do you need all that stuff or not? It can be a pressure cooker. It can be a slow cooker. You can steam things in it. You can make yogurt in it. You can do so many different things with the electric pressure cookers. Mostly, I'm just really just cooking in them, making rice. Tom is our rice maker. He makes rice in it probably about once every 10 days or so, because we run out of rice. They come in different sizes. So we have the 3, the 6, and the 8.
And check the prices out here. The 3 is $99.95. The 6 is what's on sale right now for $59.
Okay, so this is on sale right now for $59. which is less than it is at Costco or any place else that I've seen them recently. Although I don't know what Costco's price is today, if they have it on special or not. So they're very easy to use. They actually have you do a water test when you open it up and look at the book. And really, I think they're having you do that so that you just have an easy way to familiarize yourself with how it works and see that it's really not that scary. And so the lid easily comes off of it. You get a stainless steel liner for it, and you don't need Teflon for these. I have never had anything stick to the point that I couldn't get it off. Just a simple washing in hot soapy water, and if something did stick to the bottom, you just use a little scrubber and you can get it right off. So they work beautifully. I have a lot of videos showing you different things to make in it. Yesterday I made our hearty lentil shepherd's pie for our Thanksgiving meal, and I had 2 Instant Pots going, one with the lentil filling and one for the garlic mashed potatoes. So I love them. I use them all the time. I have the 3-quart. I like to use that for small batches of grains like my oat groats, my wild rice, quinoa. They are a time saver as well because you just put everything in it, you turn it on, and you don't have to babysit it. Like when you make chili on top of the stove or stew or, boil rice, you have to stay there and make sure it doesn't cook over, and you've got to stir it to keep it from sticking to the bottom. And with this, you don't have that. What, Tom?
Okay, I'm going to put this screen up here for just a moment. I did a search, you'll see up at the top, Nutmeg Notebook Instant Pot. That's all I put in. So I don't know if I can scroll in and make this a little bit bigger. There. And so here's my search phrase, and then here's 3 pictures of some of Tammy's popular recipes, and then a list of videos of everything that Tammy has done with Instant Pots. Garlic mashed potatoes, wild rice, Mexican quinoa, vegan barbecue lentils, batch cooking in the Instant Pot.
There's the lentil stew.
Yeah. So anyway,
that's one of our favorites.
Anything you want to know from Tammy, if you just put Nutmeg Notebook.
The oat groats. Yeah.
Are the oat groats showing there?
Yeah. The wild rice.
Uh-huh.
The Mexican quinoa.
So Google is your friend when it comes to finding any Nutmeg Notebook recipe, or wondering if she's got a recipe on something. Then just put the Nutmeg Notebook up there.
That's so
and
funny.
Go.
So if you have questions about what size to get, they come 3, 6, 8, and I believe there's even a 10-quart now. I do not have the 10-quart. The largest I have is the 8-quart. I don't really see that I would need the 10-quart because I don't have any recipes currently that are written for the 10-quart. So I love the 8-quart when I'm making the hearty lentil soup, because I made that to fit in the 8-quart. You can cut that recipe in half if you want to make it in the 6. So here's one thing to consider, is that in a larger volume pot, you can still make a small quantity. In a smaller pot, you can't make the large quantity. Also storage, you have to think about, because the 8-quart is larger. Do you want to grab that 8-quart, Tom, and just set it next to this one?
Oh,
or I just
side
want
by side?
for comparison.
Sure. That's a good idea.
Just so people can see comparison wise. Now, and I know they sell these, like they are sold everywhere now, wherever you happen to go. So here's the size difference between the 8 and the 6, just so you can see. You can see that it's taller, and it also has a bigger circumference. And so you do have to consider that also with how your storage is in your kitchen. I know some people don't have room in their kitchen cupboards for it, so they keep it in a closet nearby, or in their laundry room, or in their basement, and then go get it when they need to use it.
Now the 8-quart actually is on a prime deal right now. Usually $139.99. It's $79.95, and I may have that listed. I'm just going to make sure it's on the list here.
Okay. So Kimberly says she has a Cuisinart one in her RV, and she has the Instant Pot in the house. Yeah, so these are really great for people who travel in an RV as well, because you can do so many things in them. You can cook potatoes in these, corn on the cob, artichokes. There's a saute function, so you can actually saute vegetables in it, or you could make a tofu scramble in it. And so, it can be really great for replacing a lot of different items when you have a small kitchen space, whether it's an RV or a small apartment, and super easy to use. Don't be fearful of it. When I first got it home, I did not use it probably for the first week because I was a little afraid. But then I did the water test and I was like, okay, this is easy. And now, there's so many videos online to show you how to use it. So integral part of our cooking, perfect for batch cooking. If you have a large family or you have get-togethers with a large group of people, they're fabulous because you can put everything in it and everything in it will stay hot for a long time, even after you unplug it. Tom?
When you get to the idea list here, by the way, this on our Amazon page, let me go back over here to camera 2. On our Amazon page, which is amazon.com/shop/nutmegnotebook, or click on the link in the show notes. The link will take you straight to our Amazon home deals. That's relative to what's going on today for Black Friday. We have other idea lists in there of other products that we commonly recommend. And those may or may not be on a home deal right now. Mm-hmm. But the list I'm working off of this morning, I checked as early as this morning, and to verify that stuff here was on promotion right now. And so, for instance, the page here, this is, that's 7 Instant Pot products that are on some kind of Amazon Black Friday promotion right now. That last one is a Ninja, which we'll talk about later. But these are all listed on the page that's linked to, and my hope is that you'll cruise through and take a look at the features of each one and decide which one might be the best one for you or for someone that you're buying a gift for. So that's why I've listed multiple shapes, sizes, makes, and models.
Because Instant Pot now has the one with an air fryer attachment that attaches to the top of it,
and that's in here on sale.
And we don't have that, but our friend Mrs. Plant, Amy, who's Mrs. Plant in Texas, she has it, and she says it works really, really well.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
okay, well, I think I'm done with Instant
We have
Pots.
another brand.
Let's move on to the next
thing.
Okay,
excuse me. Well, I have this screen up.
Yeah.
Before I leave it, in the center here is this Ninja air fryer SP101 that we've been talking about here for a few weeks, and you'll see now the price is gone off of that, and actually, I'm not showing what I'm talking about here. Here we go. See this guy in the middle? There's no price. That guy is now off deal. We have been having quite a few folks get those over the last few days, but it is now no longer available.
Is it because the sale's off or because they ran out?
Or combination of both. Okay. I'm not sure. I did put some of you that, quite a few of you did pick up the deal that was on the Breville Smart Oven Air. Mm-hmm. That's over here on the other side of Tammy. A couple of weeks ago, a week to 2 weeks ago, and Amazon ran out completely. There were still third parties that had some at higher prices, and those were selling for $320 on that particularly aggressive deal. They got gone. Now they're back at $399, which is kind of the street price for the Breville. Because
which you could do better at Bed Bath & Beyond
with a coupon
and use a 20% off coupon.
Yeah. So $4.99 is retail, $3.99 is kind of street price, unless you have access to a Bed Bath & Beyond. For a walk-in purchase only, they don't honor that on the online orders.
So if you go in and have a 20% off coupon, even though it says in the fine print, not applicable to certain brands, and Breville is listed, the stores do honor it, the 20% off. So right now that would be your best bet if you wanted to get the Breville.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why don't we cover, go ahead and jump into a few of the chopping bowls, some of
Okay,
and then
I need
I'll
you to
move these, and then I want to come back, and after that, and we will be covering the couple of Vitamix items and this stainless steel cookware, because I'm worried about that going out of stock too, since it's such a low price.
Okay.
So I'm going to
So
go.
Stephanie says, we bought the Ninja countertop air fryer last night and we're looking forward to cooking with it. Great. So I have a video where I show us using it, because we have both actually. We have the Ninja and we have the Breville. And so I have a video where I show you my using it, baking in it, air frying in the Ninja, and then I have one where I compare the Ninja and the Breville. So check those out. And then you were going to bring me some Holland bowls. So those of you who have followed us for any amount of time know that Tom and I love to make chopped salads. That is a really big part of our diet. Back when we started eating plant-based in 2013, I was influenced by Dr. Joel Furman to, I don't know which camera I'm on. I'm talking to the wrong camera. I wish we had a little light that showed me which camera I'm on.
Well, they sell those cameras, but they're like $1,000 a piece.
Oh, well.
No, they're $2,000 a piece.
Oh,
the
well,
Black Magic
we're
cameras.
not getting one of those. And one of his principles is to...
Do you want large, medium, small, or small, medium,
Sure.
large? There we go.
One of his principles is to make a salad, have a salad every day as a main dish. And so we started doing that back in 2013.
Tom and Tammy.
And we are still doing that, but we have evolved. I would say around 2015 or so, I learned about making chopped salads from Chef AJ. And when I made my first chopped salad, I was totally sold on making chopped salads. And she was using, what is that knife from Alaska called? An ulu
knife.
She was using an ulu knife in a Tupperware container. I wasn't real impressed with that idea. And so I watched BJ Swingle make a little video. She was in an online group that I was in, plant-based group, and she had a wood bowl. And I was like, that's the ticket. That's what I want. Oh, Tom, if you go to the closet in the laundry room, I have that alternative to a wood bowl if this isn't in somebody's budget, if you'd look for that in there. So we found Holland bowl and loved the bowl. I bought a bowl and loved the bowl and started using it. And then people would say, where did you get that bowl? And at that time we were buying it, we had bought ours on Amazon. And so I called Holland Bowl because it was always running out on Amazon, and I said, hey, I was just wondering if you could up the quantity of bowls that you have on Amazon. And I told him, I have a blog and I make these salads and everybody always wants to buy the bowl. And he said, well, there's no problem getting the bowls. Would you like to be an affiliate for us? And I was like, well, how does that help my followers get a bowl? And he kind of laughed. And so because I had no intention of
that was our first affiliate ship.
That was our first affiliate ship as well. And it was his first time having
an affiliate.
An affiliate like a blogger. And so the rest, I guess, is history. And so so now we do have an affiliate relationship with the Holland Bowl Milk Company, and what they do for our customers is when you make a purchase and it's a minimum $125 bowl, then they give you a free mezzaluna knife. Which, can you hand me the mezzaluna knife since you're right there, honey?
And I gotta run up and grab that question that came in the email. I'll be right back.
And so
it's on the printer.
So that is this. And so we know these are not these are a higher end product, And I know that it doesn't fit into everyone's budget, and we realize that. I do have a video showing you how to make chopped salads without using a Holland wood bowl, because certainly you can make it without it. This just makes it super easy to do. And so when you make a purchase and it's $125 minimum bowl, then you get a free mezzaluna knife. This is the knife that we use in here to chop our salads. So it has a nice curvature to it. It's nice and sharp, and it just chops the salad. And I have many videos on how to chop the salad in these. So they have a 10% off right now for the Black Friday weekend. And if you look down in our notes, you'll see if you use our affiliate link, and then in the code for the discount, you're going to put in Black Friday, and you will get 10% off your order. And if it's a $125 bowl before the 10% off, you will still get the discount, and you will get the free mezzaluna knife. You will get free shipping for $75 and up, and you also get free engraving on the bottom, so you can have your bowl personalized. This one says Nutmeg Notebook. You can have a quote, you can put your name, you can put, happy anniversary, Merry Christmas, whatever you want to put on there. There is a limit, I think, of 50 characters.
However,
something like
that. Yeah, because
that.
the font doesn't really change. You'll see the fonts, the size is the same.
Yeah.
It's when they run out of space.
Right. And there are different types of wood that you can choose. All of the bowls are made from a hard wood. So it's really up to you, cost and how it looks, aesthetics. And so these two are cherry. Oh, this one's cherry too. And then you have, let's show them.
Well, okay.
Yours as well. Your bowl. Your bowl.
All right.
Is that your bowl there?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And
this is a Beechwood. And mine says Nutmeg Notebook on it too, so it's also Nutmeg Notebook.
Yes.
So this is the $125 Beechwood bowl.
Yes.
And on our site, if you have been on our landing page at Holland Bowl Mill before, where Tammy's pictures is, you may be aware that in that case, no coupon code is needed to get the free mezzaluna knife. Just entering into Holland Bowl Mill through our link gets you that mezzaluna knife
good.
on bowls that are for chopping. So like if you're ordering a heart bowl or a fruit storage bowl, which we're going to be showing you later, or a breadboard, that doesn't involve the mezzaluna knife. That mezzaluna knife promotion is for one of these three sizes of bowls that you're going to use for chopping, as long as your order is over 125. The 12-inch wouldn't qualify by itself, but if you ordered that and something else, then it could qualify. So Beechwood, 125. The cherry ones, they have more color.
So
they have more grain. They're prettier.
This is a 17-inch.
Yeah.
And this is a 15, and then this is the 12. And so what you can see is when you change sizes, not only do you change size in diameter, but also in the depth. And so you can see that the 12-inch is more shallow than the 15. And then when you go from the 15 up to the 17, then the 17 is even deeper than the 15, and the 15 is deeper than the 12. I don't have the size 13, which is in between this one and this one. We don't recommend smaller than the 15-inch because it's more shallow. The 13 and the 12 are more shallow, as well as being a smaller circumference, and you don't have as much room to chop. And when you're chopping, things are kind of flying a little bit, and in the 15-inch, everything will stay in here. These are also nice for chopping your fresh herbs as well. So you wanted to say something?
Yeah, we got an email question from Jen. Thank you for sending that in advance, Jen. And we did want to be sure and answer your questions here today. And that is one of the most common questions we get. Will
Yes.
a 12-inch be enough? If you're making, a salad, a third of the size that what we're used to doing, and you're making it just for one person, yeah, maybe. But in terms of Tammy, mentioned being practical, the 15 is the route to go on there. It is shallower, it's not as wide, and you will have a lot more mess going on with that. And then, see, the dimensions listed in additional info are different from the main size listed on the page. I want to address dimensions a little bit. These are natural wood products. They come out of different size logs. They make the biggest bowl they can at that approximate size that they can as they're cutting bowls into the log. So my 15-inch Beechwood bowl is like 14 and a half on one edge and 15 and a quarter on the other. It's not even perfectly round, and that's okay. It doesn't matter. And
The sizes are approximate.
so the sizes are approximate because it is a natural wood product. The shape can change a little bit, but they classify them and get them into a really close size category and price it accordingly. So Tammy already mentioned we haven't used the 12 because for our salads that just would not be enough, not even for one person. And Tammy already addressed that the 15-inch is quite a bit, almost twice as deep as a 12-bit. There's a big change of volume between these two.
Yeah, there's a huge difference in how much this will hold. I mean, just look at the difference in the depth. Yeah. So it is considerable. Now, I know, some people eat a very tiny salad. So we have had some people that ordered the 13. Yeah, I don't think anybody's ordered the 12.
We can dump my lunch salad in here and fluff it just to show how much volume that is.
If you wish.
Sure.
You can do that. So the other thing that we want to point out is you see how there's a green patina going on in here. That's going to happen. No different than if you were using a cutting board and chopping greens on a cutting board. Eventually, the cutting board is going to get a green patina to it. Also, just like a cutting board, you're going to get chopping marks, knife marks from the Mezzaluna knife in here. That is going to happen. And that makes some people very sad because they paid $125 or more
for the cherry
for their this is $125 or
the cherry
more.
Is more,
yeah. And they're very sad that it gets marks. We want you to know ahead of time when you buy this bowl and you chop in it that it is going to get cut marks.
Yeah, this is a kitchen. This is a kitchen tool. When you use a hammer to hit a nail, the nail does leave little marks on the head of the hammer, and that's okay. So, where's my tea? I left it way over there. Also, we want to talk about the promotion started last night at 7.
Yes.
Orders before that we can't change.
Yes, and so this is only good on orders that were placed at 7 p.m. Eastern Time last night and moving forward.
And putting the code in.
And so this is not retroactive to any orders that were placed prior to 7 p.m. last night Eastern Time on Hollandwood Bowl.
Okay, and one other housekeeping thing.
Yes.
When you get into the site, go and you're wanting to get the free Mezzaluna knife, go straight to the Beechwood bowls section. Don't go to the chopping bowl sets. When you buy a chopping bowl set, you're buying a bowl and you are buying the Mezzaluna knife.
You're paying for it. You're paying for the
it's
knife
built
then.
into that price. I did see an order like that go through yesterday. They probably got the holiday discount, but the Nutmeg notebook link gets you that Mezzaluna knife free on orders over $125. So don't buy the set, just buy the bowl. You will get the knife. It does not appear on your invoice. If it's a Nutmeg notebook referred order, chopping bowl over $125, the knife automatically goes in the box.
Yes.
And it's not documented, but you will get it. We've never had any.
We've never had anybody not get theirs.
Yeah.
And so then we also have, I think we have a use and care video on these. They do come with a lifetime guarantee as long as you take good care of them. And taking good care of them means that you need to oil these. And The oil is perfectly safe and fine to use on this. You want to either use mineral oil. You do not want to use any of the nut oils or olive oil because those can go rancid. And so you can get food grade mineral oil that you can use on the bowl.
We list that on our site.
We do. We have it on, yes. And Holland Bowl sells a mineral oil beeswax mixture that you can purchase if you're not vegan and want to purchase that. And so whenever the bowl starts looking dry, and ours need to be oiled right now, but I wanted you to see how it really looks. And you know, and
somebody's been chopping in there,
and Tom's got his green patina, and we each chop a salad in these every day and have been doing so for years. And so you know, they're well used.
This is one of Tammy's batch prep salads. We make up 14. Okay, full disclosure, she makes up 14 of these.
I was going to say, who makes those?
Every weekend. May I have the knife, please? So just, you know, we start out, I have to cut I cut the tomatoes first. I shouldn't be doing this sitting down. I give those a little head start so that they don't explode on me. And then I put the whole thing here. And now this is a 15-inch bowl, and you can see to start with, it's got some volume of salad in it.
And this is about 12 ounces of vegetables.
And if you were going to do 2 people serving out of this as a side salad, you could do 16 ounces and still have it fit in here. And then we just start rolling in here with the mezzaluna knife. And it does break down. I'm not going to do this till this takes about, I don't know, 2.5, 3 minutes.
It takes 3 minutes for me. You timed me. So Leslie wants to know, what size bowl did you both start with? And we
15.
started with the 15. So our very first bowl that we bought, we actually gave to our daughter because we wanted her to have, she likes chopped salads as well, and we wanted to have a chopping bowl at her house when we're there so that we can always have a chopped salad. But and so then when we replaced it, we got another Beechwood, and you don't need 2 people to hold it down. It's just because he's sitting. And so we bought another Beechwood, and then
that's enough. But see, it's breaking down.
Yeah, and then I wanted my own salad bowl, and Tom wanted his because we wanted to be able to, you know, make salads whenever we want, however we want. Well, she makes her salad and then dresses it out for a nice little Instagram post because she adds lots of wonderful ingredients. I do too, but I just dump mine in and stir them in because I want to get to the eating part. But she likes to make them look pretty for her Instagram photo. So her salad takes longer to prep than mine. And that's why we need 2 bowls. So we use the 15, and then the 17 inch is great if we want to do 2 salads at the same time. If we're having company over, then that's a nice big salad bowl to have to put on the buffet table.
Yeah, it's a gathering size. We don't use it day to day, but we do use it when we have
and
guests.
Some people do. Chef AJ uses a 17-inch now.
And part of what drove our first choice of the 15-inch bowl is we did start here, because you said we started with the 15, but we actually started here.
Yes, the very first thing I found was this one. I forgot. You're right. I found the OXO.
And it's a little bit smaller.
It is a little bit smaller.
It's deeper than the 12 over there.
Yes.
But not really any
wider. So I
wider.
can't do that whole salad at once in here. But
it's too curvy this way, and this guy works okay.
Yeah.
But the mezzaluna knife, you know, it's just, these work, but I really prefer chopping with the wood bowl.
But this is like $24,
right?
Or $29.
Yeah. If you don't want to spend money on a wood bowl right now, then this is an economical alternative to get you enjoying those salads.
And you can find this. It's on our Amazon page. They also have it at Bed Bath & Beyond. And I actually keep one of these at my mom and dad's house in Nebraska, so that I just ordered one and had it shipped there before I went to visit one time, so that I could make us chopped salads every day. But I just can't do a large volume at once, but you can do it, you know, a batch at a time in there. So I wanted to share that. Okay. So, and then there was a question about the 3 and 6 or about somebody said, what size should I get? Do you guys recommend a 6 versus an 8 for a household of 2?
That's for the Instant Pot.
For the Instant Pot. And it kind of depends on what your cooking style is. So if you're a batch prepper like I am, you know, I'm not going to make just 4 quarts of soup when I can make 8. So I'll go ahead and make 8 and then I'll freeze it up. And so we also, not during the pandemic, but when there isn't a pandemic, you know, we also love to go to potlucks and things like that. And so being able to make a nice big batch and take it in the 8 quart is wonderful. We also do a lot of family dinners at our house. And so, you know, we can do a lot of corn on the cob in the 8 quart. We can do 4 or 5 of the big artichokes like from Costco in the 8 quart. We can do, you know, a large volume of rice. So so we really enjoy, we actually have 2 8 quarts, and so we really enjoy that. And we have 2 6 quarts, and we have 1 3 quart, and then we still have the Cuisinart one, but we aren't currently using it. So anyway, you can do smaller volumes in the 8 quart as well as the full volume, but in the 6 quart, you're very limited to just the 6 quart recipes. Yes.
A public service announcement. What camera are we on? Over here. For those of you that are subscribed to nutmegnotebook.com, HTTPS, nutmegnotebook.com, you will have received our newsletter. So if you didn't spot that, it might be in your spam folder, or you just may not have gotten to it since it's so early in the day still out here in California.
Yes.
But I did, you know, headline the Hull and Bull meal promotion on there, and I went into some detailed information on, you know, using the Black Friday code, because usually we don't require a code to get the free mezzaluna, and that's still the case, but you do need Black Friday to get the 10% off. And the timing of the Hull and Bull Meals promotion started last night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and it ends Friday night at 11:59 p.m. at 12 midnight or 12:01 a.m. on Tuesday.
You said Friday. You just said Friday.
I meant Cyber Monday. It goes through the end of Cyber Monday.
There you go.
But it ends at midnight on Cyber Monday. On their site, they make mention of it going through November 30th or something, the last day of the month, Tuesday at 12:01 a.m. Well, that's 1 minute past midnight of the day before.
Yeah.
So it's over Monday night at midnight, just to be clear on that.
And then what about the shipping?
I did yellow highlights to kind of point out those things for those of you that are signed up to receive our announcements letter.
And there's a deadline for Christmas
what did Corey
shipping.
say on that?
It was in the notes, I thought.
I didn't put it in the email.
Okay. It says on the site, I think it's December 6th is the last day to order
to get
it in time for Christmas. If you need it early, and he says if you order by that date and just do regular shipping, that means it could arrive on December 24th. So if you absolutely need it prior to that, then please choose expedited shipping, because, you know, once it leaves their hands, once it leaves Hull and Bull Mill, they don't have control over what the shipping companies are going to do. So there could be bad weather. All kinds of things can happen. So if you absolutely, positively need it earlier than December 24th, choose expedited shipping. Yeah. If you have a question about your order, they have an email. They would prefer that you email them rather than call them, because they can deal with your email more efficiently. They are a small family-run business.
Yeah, when you call, we did it the other day. We called Corey to check in with him and called his cell phone, and he answered it, which means that we pulled him off the line. And this company is run by Corey's dad, David, and Corey, and his sister, Krista, and some workers. And, they're working really hard right now. But yeah, they did ask if we would encourage people to use the email.
Order online and use the email if you have a question about your order.
Yeah.
And then this, I wanted to show them the sheath. This sheath does not come with the knife. You can purchase this separately, and in order to avoid shipping costs, go ahead and buy this if you want it when you order your bowl. I believe it sells for $20. And so you want to get it when you order your bowl so that you get the free shipping. And I like having the sheath because, you know, it just keeps me from having an accident with that sharp knife. Okay,
right.
Now, and they have more than just the bowls.
We're going to be showing some more Holland Bowl products
later
in a little bit. Okay. Yeah, we have a number of other things to show on that.
All right.
I want to just check in here with the deals page real quick.
Okay, I'm going to check for questions here.
And I want to bring this cookware up on screen. We got alerted to by Amazon about this Cuisinart MCP-12 in multi-clad stainless steel 12-piece cookware set, and it is triple ply, so it's got the heat distribution, and it's going to work with an induction. And there's been an awful lot of discussion. There's been an awful lot of discussion about.
You coming close?
Well, because we're on this camera, I wanted to. I'm to get in the window. I'm in your window. Ooh. So, anyway, a lot of the plant-based chefs, when we ask them what's the best type of cookware, their common answer pretty much is stainless steel.
Yeah.
So this is a remarkably low-priced, remarkably complete set that they're marketing through Amazon right now, $249.95 for the whole works, and we have had some people picking that up.
Yeah.
We have some wonderful cookware we like. We love our scan pan, but our one scan pan costs as much as that whole set.
Right.
So, anyway.
And you can do oil-free sautéing in stainless steel, and stainless steel is actually very easy to clean up. You don't have to have a non-stick surface. So I have a video showing how to sauté vegetables without oil.
Just Google Nutmeg Notebook sauté no oil.
Yes.
It should come up.
It works beautifully. The only thing that you can't do oil-free in them is to like brown veggie burgers, because the veggie burgers in a stainless steel skillet are going to stick. And so, but you can bake veggie burgers if you wish, or you can get like a ceramic coated skillet for browning, which is what I have.
Just another reminder too, these pages that I'm showing up on screen are from our Amazon home deal idea list, Amazon calls them, and the link to that is in the show notes that brings up the particular page that has all of the products that we're touching base on today that are on promotion from Amazon. Just to reiterate where this page is coming from, it's on our Nutmeg Notebook page, but the link takes you straight to the Amazon home deal idea list.
Yeah. So Rose says, please discuss and make recommendations for non-toxic fry pans, saucepans, and saute pans of what you use and what you believe is needed for a healthy, functional kitchen. And so I think we did just cover that the stainless steel
seems to be the consistent answer.
Yeah, stainless steel by far is the safest because there's nothing toxic that's in the stainless steel. There's no chemicals that are going to bleed through. There's, nothing to worry about. You just want to make sure that you get more heavy duty stainless steel that is multi-layered for even heat distribution. And
you got the tri-clad with the with the heat distribution.
Where's your tea, honey?
It's over here.
Grab it for you. And like I just said, you can water saute in it. I mean, when the grandkids are here, I cook their oatmeal in a stainless steel pot on my stove top, and it cleans up beautifully. So our daughter uses stainless steel for everything. She has a set of stainless steel and uses it for everything. We also have the scan pan. Do you want to grab the scan pan?
Yeah.
So I can show it
Yeah, I
to
was going
him?
to say as I'm doing that, our workhorse stainless steel cookware that we've used for
Over 40 years.
I was trying to count.
Were you trying to count?
I was going.
Well, you had it
I
when
started
we got...
to say over 30 years, but I'd had it since 1973.
Yeah. So, and it was made by Queen Cookware. Is that right?
It's Salad Master cookware.
Oh, Solid.
It's
Called-
Salad Master that was distributed
That's right.
at the time through an early version of a thing called Amway, which became Quest, which I don't know what happened to these days. I don't even know if they exist
Right.
anymore. But it's Salad Master cookware, and it's pushing 50 years old, and it's like
Oh, honey, you sauteed something in here and then didn't clean it.
quesadillas.
You made quesadillas. Thank you for giving me a dirty pan.
Oh dear. Is there going to be a conversation later?
There's going to be a conversation later. So anyway, this is the scan pan, and if you'll go rinse that, then I'll show them. He heated up he made some quesadilla in it last night and didn't wash it. So scan pan, these are made in Denmark, I believe, and
Yes.
they have a ceramic coating on them, and it is a non-stick surface. I can brown veggie burgers in it. I can make my tofu scramble in it. I can saute vegetables in it without even having to use water, and it works great. It was very expensive. Tom and our adult kids went together and got it for me for Mother's Day one year, and it was like a $300 pan. We leave it on the stove because we use it constantly.
Several times a day.
And so here you can see what it looks like, and it works great. We love it. It does a really good job. I can put what you need to know about it is to not use a high heat. You use a medium heat and preheat it before you put anything in it, and that helps keep things from sticking, and it works really well. And so scan pan, we do have one similar to this that is on our Amazon affiliate page. So if you go to amazon.com/shop/nutmegnotebook, you can see it there. This is I believe it's a 5 or 5.5 quart. I don't think it tells me on the bottom how big this is. It does not. Yeah, it is made in Denmark. It is titanium and ceramic. And I chose to get one with the 2 handles because it's a very heavy pan. And I was afraid that this size with the 1 handle would be too awkward and heavy for me to actually be able to hold up when it's full of food and be able to, get food out of it. And with the 2 handles, I can pick it up, and I can pour things out if I want to. So, so they come in different levels, the scan pan does. And so there's, they have a more moderately priced level of pans, and so you just need to read about them, do your research, and decide which level you want and what fits best into your budget. And we've been very happy with this. I know a lot of people that have purchased it on our recommendation and have also been very, very happy with the scan pans. But like I said, it is an investment. If you wait and see if somebody has them on sale, that's the time to buy them. That's what you guys did.
I'll check
too.
now. Once you get going on the next thing, I'll double check and see if there's anything going on. I don't know, because I didn't have it on my list before, so I wasn't prompted. We do have a question I answered in the chat back on the Holland Bowls. The qualifier for the Mezzaluna knife, I'm talking to the, no wonder Dylan makes fun of us. We never know what.
What camera we're on.
Yeah, we were getting teased by one of our peers on YouTube because we're always trying to guess where we're talking to. The 10% off qualifier for the Mezzaluna knife is before the discount. So if you buy just a bowl for $125, you're going to get the knife, and then they're going to take $12.50 off. So it's going to be $112.50. You do qualify. You still qualify for the knife. So the qualifier is pre-discount.
That's right. He's doing that for our customers.
That's for Nutmeg Notebook.
That's for Nutmeg Notebook. So you'll get that when you go in through our affiliate link. So it's important to use our affiliate link so that you'll get the free Mezzaluna knife.
And everybody that was signed up for the newsletter found that out yesterday at 7 o'clock, and they already have their orders in front of yours.
So if you haven't subscribed to Nutmeg Notebook, which is free, go to the blog.
Okay.
And sign up to get on our email list.
That was just late, I just had to.
You had to do it, yeah.
Okay, so why don't we do a couple of Vitamix items?
So which level is mine? My scan pan is the top level.
Yeah, there's a lot of different models.
There's different models, and this one, because of the ceramic titanium.
Well, this is KO3, and that might be a new model number by now. So
the lid, I think, is different now. I think they make the lid a little bit.
I'll check on that while you're working. Do you want to talk about go through the food processor a little bit, or do you want to do?
So Rose says Scan Pan has a complete set. Would you recommend this instead of stainless steel in terms of healthy pans, or do you feel that to use nonstick coating is to be used less? I would say that you need to do your own research.
There's a lot of material on this.
And decide for yourself. Of course, it's a minefield out there when you start looking at it. So if you want to know what is absolutely positively the safest to use is stainless steel. And all of the doctors will tell you that stainless steel is the safest one to use.
Because then the high heat's not a concern and so forth. These companies have gone to a lot of work to clean up the whole PFOA conversation, to get the bad stuff out of the equation. They've got some new stuff they put in. Other research papers will say, will have a differing opinion of what they know or don't know. And like Tammy said, it's a minefield. This one's been very stable for us. We don't use high heat. We do everything the way we're supposed to do it. And it has worked wonderfully for us.
Right, and you did your research and you felt like the ceramic coating that they were using was a safe product.
Yeah, current approved, safest type of material for a nonstick coating. So, so that's why we went this route. But there are still naysayers out there about any coating. So we're just not scientifically educated enough to go too deep into those woods.
Yeah. So I can't make that decision for you. I can just tell you that after Tom did research, we felt like we could use the Scan Pan, and we felt safe about it. So there you go. But please do your research and decide what's best for you. And stainless steel always is going to be the best. Karen Rand says she has 2 Scan Pan woks, and she loves them, and they are her most used pans. Yeah, so a lot of people do have the Scan Pan, and we're very happy.
I'm going to bring this up on the Amazon screen for a little bit, talk a little bit about pricing, then you can go through what's involved there. So let me get the thing on screen here.
Should I bring the base over?
Yeah, you can do that while I'm doing this.
Okay, I'm going to bring this is the Vitamix food processor, you guys, and I'm just going to grab the base here.
Okay.
And bring it over because
so
I use it
Tammy's
so much.
Not in her chair, so I'm going to go straight to this guy. Okay, we started selling this when it first came out for $199.95. It's probably what we paid for ours. And it's on promotion right now, $40, 20% off.
Wow.
And I will say that 20% off is a big discount, is a pretty big discount so far as Vitamix is concerned. So, and Tammy, here I go with we again. Tammy's been using this exclusively as her food processor since we got it. I think she had me take the big you know, her big 14 cup or 16 cup. She's got like a Maximum Elite Series Cuisinart.
It's in storage.
It's in the cabinet out in the garage now because she likes the usability of this one. So $159.95, $40 down from the usual $200, and I'm checking out. It is still currently on promotion, and you know, hopefully will be throughout the day. So you know, any of these Amazon deals, you know, they're going to last
until
however long they last, or until supply runs out. So we really don't know that. So if you're pretty seriously thinking about something, then don't think too long.
Yeah. So our friend Wanda Huberman from the NHA, the National Health Association, had told me that we were talking on the phone one day, and she told me that she had bought this and that she absolutely loved it. And after talking to her, I decided, you know what, I think I want that too. And so, because
that's how it goes. That's how this whole having friends things goes.
That's how it goes. When you've got friends in the plant-based community, they just tell you what they're using and then you want it. Because, you know, I just hated getting out the Cuisinart one. It was so heavy and bulky and took up a lot of space. And what I really disliked about it was cleaning it, because it was a monster to clean. So this is a 12 cup. You get the S blade here, which, you know, this is what we mostly use. I like that everything stacks together also for storage, because it doesn't take up a big footprint in my cupboard space, because, you know, we all have a limited amount of cupboard space. And then here is my lid, just fits on like so. And of course you have the chute here to put things through and it works wonderful. So what I like is that it fits on my Vitamix base, and this stays out all the time because I use my Vitamix so much. And so my base is already there. So all I have to get out is this, and this isn't that heavy. And then it fits on here. There is a release here so that you can just take this part off. So for pouring, getting things out, it's really easy. I like that the lid fits nice and snug, and then I can pour from this too. It has a little pour spout, which is great. Also, what you get with it are the cutting blades. And so there's two blades, but they are reversible, and when you reverse them, then they have a different function. So this is the thin slice on this side, and then you turn it over and use this side, and it is a shredder. It's the small shred. And it works beautiful, you guys. I have a video where I show you all about it. So this is the thick slice here, and then this is the large shred on this side. And so you can make hummus in here. I make my lentil loaf using this. I shred carrots with the slicing unit, and it does a beautiful job. I find that this has plenty of power, and it's super easy to clean. You can see here, this one is just super smooth and easy to wash, easy to clean, where my Cuisinart has all these little rubber gaskets and food gets stuck inside of it, and I have a terrible time getting it out. And so this just fits on there like that. And then when I want to put it away, put it back in my cupboard, again, all I have to do is lift this off. This stacks on here. I got to get it in the right spot. And then this turns upside down on here for storage. And so I love that. I love that they thought this all through. And so then this doesn't take up a big footprint in my cupboard where I keep it. And I just find that I use the food processor so much more since I got the Vitamix. My chocolate cherry brownies I make in this. It does a great job. I've been very, very happy with it. I love Vitamix products. They really stand behind their products. I've never had any problems with any of my Vitamix products.
You can have this tomorrow.
What do you mean?
Free 1-day delivery.
Wow. I already
The
have
delivery is free, not the food processing.
Oh. Good to know. Good to know.
Okay.
Okay, how about did you want me to show the stainless steel Carafe?
Let's talk about this guy next, right here.
So any questions about the food processor? Oh, Gina says make sure you have the correct model that works with it. The older 5200 model won't work. Oh, good point. What does it say there in the, what models does it say that it will work on?
You want me to go back to that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just to make sure. Thank you, Gina, for mentioning that. That is very true.
Let me go back, and it should give us a list. Because ours is the Venturist. Compatible with Ascent and Venturist motor bases purchased in the United States and Canada.
Okay. Thank you, Gina, for pointing that out.
So,
that's right.
Yeah, so this is the Venturist, I think 1200 or something. I've got it listed. We actually got this base from Costco. This we got on Amazon. But they sell these on Amazon refurbished, this same model.
Yeah.
You know what? Which camera are we on now?
We're on
my face is
dual.
totally covered up here. I'm sorry, guys. There's 4 or 5 Vitamix models on this Amazon Home Deals page that I've built here with the promotions on it. And they're all on various promotions, some discounts deeper than others. But like Instapots, there are a lot of feature sets that vary on these units. Some are fully digital. This one is a combination of digital and analog. So and some of them have a very sleek, modern looking style to them with chrome accents. Some come in a brilliant red color. Your mom had a thing where she wanted all her appliances red in her kitchen once upon a time, I remember.
Yeah.
We bought her a red microwave or something.
We did.
Yeah. So anyway, take a look at those models. I'm not pretending to know which one exactly you should get. I wish we had the Ascent series, just because it's a little bit smaller footprint and it looks cooler. Is that a legitimate reason to spend another $400 or $500? Maybe not today. But someday maybe we'll get an Ascent series. But the Venturist is a good, solid model.
Tom really wanted this because he likes how this stainless steel looks.
Okay, so let's. Okay. So anyway, I think we answered that question. Ascent and Venturist is what the food processor works with.
Yes.
Let me get back over where I'm supposed to be here.
Okay, so this is the new Vitamix stainless steel Carafe. And, you know, when they first came out years and years ago, they had the stainless steel Carafe. And then they went to the plastic one. And some people don't want the plastic anymore because they're worried about chemicals leaching. And so we got this stainless steel Carafe. We actually really love it. It's 48 ounces, so it's not as big as the large capacity Carafe that you can get. It's very heavy duty. It is quite heavy. It works beautifully because it's like it's not insulated, but it's so heavy that when you do like a hot soup in it,
I believe it's double walled.
You think it's, well, what does it say?
Because this is the feel up here. This is a single wall thickness, and then go down and see how it pushes your fingers apart.
I don't know.
They're not together.
Well, read and see what it says.
I need a caliper.
Okay, so the nice thing about this is that when you make like a hot soup in it, because you know you can let the Vitamix run long enough because the motor is so powerful that you can actually make a hot soup in it. And it will stay nice and hot because of this stainless steel. The stainless steel heats up, unlike the plastic, and it'll stay nice and hot. Also, when you do something cold in it, like you decide to make the banana nice cream in it, it stays colder and doesn't melt as quickly when you make it in the stainless steel. They still have the clear top for it, and which is nice because then you can look in and you can see what's happening. And then of course the center pulls out so that you can add ingredients through here, or you can use the tamper. And we have the tamper too. Let me grab that. That's one thing that I really like about the Vitamix, is having that tamper, because if you're making a green smoothie or something, you know, that needs that little additional help, then you have the tamper to put in here to help move things along, and it's great. I had the what's the other one? The other high-powered blender.
Not Vitamix.
That I used to have.
Blendtec.
Oh yeah, I started out with a Blendtec, and I just had so many problems with the Blendtec, and so I know that a lot of people have them and love them, and that's great. I just didn't have that great of luck with it, and so I actually ended up returning the Blendtec, and I got the Vitamix, and I've been so happy since I have a Vitamix. It's been absolutely awesome. So anyway, we love this. It works beautifully well. No worries about plastic. I do still use my plastic carafes because sometimes I need that really large capacity. I do like that I can see through the plastic one also and see what's going on. But with this one, you can look through the top and still see what's happening. So does anybody else have the stainless steel carafe? Let's see. Gina says, I keep waiting for my Vitamix to break so I can get one, but they last forever. They do last forever. I usually end up giving things to my kids, and then when I'm ready to upgrade, if it hasn't broken yet, I'll do that. So anyway, so that is the Vitamix stainless steel carafe. Tom, I think I'm ready to move on to the next thing.
Okay. I got to figure out what that is. What is next?
What is next?
Why don't you talk momentarily about, well, we could cover...
I have the immersion blender there.
We have the immersion blender, yeah. But the one that's here, that one, the one that's here is the Braun. And you were going to talk about your experience with the Braun
yes.
blender.
So my very first immersion blender was a Braun, and I absolutely loved it. It was so great. I used it until it absolutely died on me, and it was awesome. And so the nice thing about an immersion blender is that you can use these right in your pot, and so you don't have to transfer any of the soup that you want to blend, or you know, the gravy or whatever. You can put it right in your Instant Pot, you can put it in your skillet, you can put it in your Dutch oven, you can put it wherever. They also come with a little mini chopper, and so this unit comes off and then attaches to the little mini chopper, so you can chop garlic or onions in it, or you know, mix up a small amount of stuff. You can make hummus in it, but I don't find that the hummus comes out as smooth as using a Vitamix. So, and the Vitamix, of course, is beautiful at pureeing soups, but you have to transfer the soup then from the pot into your carafe, and you have to be really careful about doing that, and then you have to do it in batches, and it dirties another thing that you have to wash. And so I do use the stick blenders. I love them. I think they're extremely convenient, and they do a really great job. So, and I I made the curry butternut squash soup that we had yesterday as part of our meal, and I just used the immersion blender, and you just throw everything into the Instant Pot. You don't even have to chop things up. You can just, you know, put everything in there, and after it's cooked, it's all nice and soft. Put the immersion blender in there, and you know, in a few minutes you have this beautiful velvety creamy soup.
So the Braun is 30% off? It's 39% off
nice.
Right now. So Normally it's $97.95, and right now it is $59.96. And the reason I picked this particular listing is it does have that little food processor attachment and the little whisk attachment in the same thing. But you'll notice if you jump over, if I click over on just the unit, it's $43.96, and that's only 20% off on that one. And you don't get either of those attachments.
Yeah.
And on Tammy's Brawn, she really liked this particular
It was my favorite
attachment.
little mini chopper ever.
Yeah. So, and the model she has on the table here is another model that's not on Amazon Prime deal right now, but we just wanted to show, have a prop for talking about immersion blenders.
Yes.
So this one is on our regular page, but it's not on promotion right now. So, but you were so happy with the Braun, I thought we should share that.
Okay, I'm just going to move the Vitamix now.
Okay.
Get it out of the way.
And I'm going to take a look and see what is next on our list here.
I don't know why we're coughing this morning.
Okay, I'm going to jump ahead to the Breville. We talked about that before. I listed it here because it is $3.99, and if you've got a bunch of Amazon points you're sitting on or that you've recently earned, then you might be able to use them on that. So, but they do have them back in stock, and they are showing them at 20% off. And do you want to get into the Super Cubes or the Zip Tops a little bit? You've got them both right there.
Sure, whichever one.
Okay, let me go back to camera 2.
Just get some stuff out of the way here.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, let's jump into the Super Cubes, and I'm going to bring up our email instruction to show while you're diving into those.
Beautiful.
So you're back on camera 1 now.
Okay. So, Super Cubes.
Do you want to stand up or do you want to sit? I can adjust the camera for you.
No, I can sit.
Okay.
I'll sit. That way you don't have to get up and adjust the camera. We absolutely love Super Cubes. What are Super Cubes? These are Super Cubes. If you followed us for any length of time at all, I know that you've seen us talk about Super Cubes, and we had Jake and Michelle, the creators of Super Cubes, on our show last year, actually on the Sunday after Black Friday, I think. And Jake is an engineer, and they were trying to figure out a more efficient way of batch cooking and freezing food. And so they thought, well, we wish there were some kind of cubes that were large enough to accommodate all the things that we like to batch prep. And since there wasn't anything on the market, they created it. And I love that. So these are very high quality food grade silicone. It's the highest grade of silicone that you can use for food products. And the nice thing about them is they have a nice sturdy metal rim inside the top of them, which gives you something nice and sturdy to hold on to when you have them filled and you're trying to transport them from the countertop into the freezer. And they all come with lids. The lids are interchangeable. The same lid will fit all of the containers. I had to actually go to the freezer and empty out one of our 2-cup. This still has a little bit of moisture in it because I just washed it just before we went live. And this is the 2-cup. And so I don't know if you can see in there, it says 2-cup, but they also give you a line for 1 cup. So if you want to use this for 1 cup, you can. And this is the size, the 2-cup is the size that we like to use for soup, stew, chili, whatever I make like that. We usually like it to be a 2-cup serving. And so you, and they have a Black Friday sale. Did you want to talk about that, Tom?
Well, you're on camera, I'm not. Just the mechanics of this. Well, let me jump over here. Let me slide over here.
Slide over here, babe.
Yeah, here I am. Okay, so I'm showing on screen another page from our recent newsletter showing the coupon code to use, and our link is there. Our link is in the show notes to go to Super Cubes. Once you get there, make your selection, and then usually you would be using a nutmeg code. Not today. The nutmeg,
Give thanks 20.
The nutmeg code typically gets you 10% off or something. But today you want to use, you want to give thanks 20 and you'll get 20% off. So that's it, and you'll have to put that in manually at the end. It does not populate automatically. Sometimes our affiliate links put our code right in the box. You got to take them out and put in the Black Friday code, but you should find an empty box there and be able to do that. So
so please use our affiliate link
provided in the show notes.
that is provided down in the description underneath the YouTube video. So there's also metric. They also give you metric that you can use. So what I do is when I batch prep my soup, my chili, stew, whatever I've batch prepped, then I will let it cool down before I put it in here. Let it cool down a little bit. And then when it's, safe to safely be transferring it, I'll use a ladle and I'll ladle in the super cubes. And they give you a fill line because as the food freezes, it expands. And so you don't want to go all the way up to the top, or when it freezes, it'll be sticking out over the top of it. So you go to the 2-cup line or the 1 cup, whichever you're using in it. And then I let it sit on the counter until it cools down more. Because if you put the lid on while it's still hot, you're going to get a lot of condensation, and then that turns to ice. So then once it has cooled down, then I like to put the lid on it. And the great thing about them is even when they're full, because they have that reinforcement around the top of them, you can stack them. And so if I want to freeze 3 of the super cubes full of soup, stew, or chili, I can stack them, and then I'll carry them out to my garage freezer and I'll put them in my freezer. I will also put a label on them so that I don't forget what it is, because a lot of things look very similar once they're frozen, and I can easily mistake. I have mislabeled things before because I didn't have a sticker on them. So I'll just put a little food label on it. You could use tape if you want and write what it is, so that a couple days later when I go to pop them out, I'll know what it is for sure. And so then what you do is when you bring them out, just let it sit on the counter for a few minutes, and then it'll be really easy to pop out. And I just push from the bottom and kind of push it up, and then I'm able to grab the cube out. And let me show you, because I just popped in here my cubes that I took out of this 2-cup one this morning. And so here are 2 cubes. This is a vegetable soup that I made the other day. I just took, we had a bunch of stuff in the refrigerator that we were not going to get eaten raw. And so Tom said, what do you want to do with it? I said, I'm just going to throw it all in the 8-quart Instant Pot, and I'm just going to make a soup. And I just added some chopped onion and some mushrooms for flavor, and celery. I had broccoli slaw. I had super greens. What else? I added some canned tomatoes and some veggie broth and some Italian seasoning. And I just made a huge pot of soup. And I didn't add beans or any, I had a California mix frozen vegetables that I added into it. So that had a little bit of corn and a little bit of peas. But I didn't add beans or rice or potatoes because I thought, when we go to thaw this out and heat it up, we can add whatever we want that particular day. So 4 of the frozen super cubes will fit in a 1-gallon size Ziploc freezer bag. And then you can just label what it is. Then I put these inside plastic bins. Gosh, I wish we had that picture to show them. I put my bags inside plastic bins that are made for freezer organization. We have them on our Amazon page. And on the outside of that plastic box, that organizer box.
Do you have a food storage blog post I can look up?
it probably pictures.
Yeah.
If you look at super cubes in my pictures on my camera, I mean on my computer. And then I put strips of tape on the outside of that box, and I list what's in that container. So it just makes it super easy. I go to the freezer, I open it up, and I look and see what do I have in there, and then I'll know. Oh, and so I organize it. Like I have one that's all for grains. I have one that's all for soups. I have one that's for fruit. And that just makes it so much easier. So yesterday, when I made our lentil shepherd's pie for Thanksgiving, I went ahead and I made 2 in just the super cubes. And I just ladled up to 1 cup with the filling, and then 1 cup of mashed potatoes on top, just so that we would have a couple extra of the lentil shepherd's pies frozen. So, you know, in a couple of weeks when we're hungry for that flavor again, I'll just pop them out of here and we'll have them and they'll be ready to go. And we'll talk about how to reheat them, because we actually have a box opening to do, because we got something new from Super Cubes, was delivered just before we went live. So anyway, this has worked out great because I feel super organized in my freezer now with all of our batch prepped foods. So different sizes. Let's show you what they've got. So that was the 2 cup.
You showed the bags here, but you don't have them in the little bin.
I know I have a picture on my phone. If you go to my pictures.
Oh, on the cloud?
Maybe. Look on the cloud.
Okay.
Under super cubes,
okay,
or batch cooking. So this is the 1 cup. So this has the 1 cup measure as well as the half cup measure, and then it also has the metric. And so I like to use this for a variety of things. Like I make a taco filling. I do the wild rice. I had a brain fade there. I like to put wild rice
I need
in
that
it.
number.
And I can freeze wild rice.
6 digits.
It hasn't come up yet. Hang on. 657 624. And so, so you can just put those in here, and then I can pop out 1 cup of wild rice, and we can use that, or 1 cup of taco lentils if we're going to have tacos, or tostadas. And again, you can use this halfway up if you want instead of the full way. And then there is the half cup, which has the half cup markings as well as the 1/4 cup markings. So I love oat groats. I like to use the cooked oat groats. I have a video on how to do that, so that they come out like brown rice, grainy, instead of like porridge. The first time I made them, they came out like porridge, and I was just disgusted. I thought they were the worst tasting thing ever. But then my friend Sharon McRae told me how to make them in the pressure cooker so that they would come out and be like brown rice. And now I can use the oat groats instead of brown rice. I use them in a savory way instead of a sweet way like porridge. And the oat groats are what oatmeal comes from, but it's just in their whole form, and they're wonderful if you have trouble with your LDL cholesterol, which my body, even plant-based and not consuming any cholesterol, my body is a little LDL cholesterol maker. And so just making that little switch just helps my body get rid of the LDL cholesterol. And I like to do those oat groats once I make them in my Instant Pot. Then I like to take them and put them in the half cup super cubes, freeze them, and then I pop them out and I put them in a freezer bag, and then I can pull out 1 serving at a time, which is just perfect.
Well,
do you have a picture to say?
Well, it's Jake
Show.
and Michelle's.
Oh, you got theirs. That's
freezer
perfect.
alternative.
That's fine.
Yeah. So they've got theirs layered in there horizontally, but you actually do ours bookshelf style vertically.
I do.
So we need to make our own picture.
I have one. You just couldn't find it.
Well, I went straight to the Super Cubes bin here.
That's fine.
So
that works. That works too. Yeah. I have one. I have a picture on my phone, but we're using my iPhone as one of our cameras.
Susan's saying thank you for introducing her to Super Cubes. She loves her Super Cubes.
Yeah, you guys, you're so welcome. They absolutely transform how you do your freezer prep. And it just makes your freezer so much organized. And if you only have the freezer for your refrigerator, that's okay. Instead of doing bins where everything is standing up like I do, you can actually lay the bags of Super Cubes flat and just stack them up. And then you can put your label on the end of them so that you know what you have, and then make a list and post it on the outside of your refrigerator or your freezer. And then, like in my freezer, when I use up the last, let's say I use up the last oat groats, then I just pull that tape off that says oat groats, and when I make a new batch, then I add it back in. That way I always know just at a glance what do I have in there, and it's such a huge time saver. And that way you also don't have stuff that gets tossed at the back of the freezer that gets forgotten and then gets freezer burned. Okay, so then this Super Cubes, I love these. These are 2 tablespoons. So this is perfect for little bits of sauces, leftover tomato paste, whatever that you might make. If you want a little bit, I can't think. I'm having such brain fade. Maybe I need to eat this morning. What I recently did is this past week, I took and oven roasted a huge quantity of peeled garlic that I had bought at Costco. I didn't do the whole bag because it was my first experiment, and I was afraid that I didn't want to ruin a whole big bag. But I did an 8-inch square pan just full of the peeled garlic that I'd bought at Costco. I put about 3 tablespoons of water in. I covered the top of the pan with some aluminum foil. I put it in a preheated oven, 400 degrees in my Breville, and I checked it like at 30 minutes, and it didn't look quite done to me. I added a couple of ice cubes to it that I knew that would just melt, it would be easy, and put the foil back on, put it back in for another 15 minutes, and it came out beautiful and perfect. And then after it cooled down, then I distributed it into this little mold and froze it. And now I have the nice little packs of garlic that I'll show you. And then I just froze them. And then when I got ready to make garlic mashed potatoes yesterday, instead of using fresh garlic in my garlic mashed potatoes, I added a couple of cubes of these, which it was just perfect. It made the most delicious garlic mashed potatoes. So that works great. So I'm having what? Oh yeah, we'll open that. I'm having brain fade on the sauce that you make with basil.
Pesto.
Pesto, thank you. Oh, I don't know why that wouldn't come up in my file. This is perfect for like putting pesto into, if you just want a little bit of pesto, your leftover tomato sauce, like do the garlic, lemon juice. Okay, so I have a whole bunch of Myers lemons right now because our son just moved and now he has a Myers lemon tree.
A loaded Myers lemon tree.
Oh, it's loaded. It's just loaded. And I love Myers lemons. And our tree does not have any fruit on it.
You got some juicing
right now.
to do.
I do. I've got juicing to do. And these smell heavenly. And so I'll juice these and then I'll put the juice in the 2 tablespoons and I'll freeze it. When it's done being frozen, I'll pop it out and put it in a freezer bag. And then they also have a cookie tray. Now, because I did so much garlic the other day, I also ended up using my cookie trays to put the garlic in as well. So what this is for is whatever you want to use it for, but it was designed to do cookie dough. So you could use your cookie scoop and do a scoop of cookie dough in each one of these, and then freeze it. When they're frozen, pop them out, put them in a freezer bag, and then you can bake, you know, 1, 2, or more cookies at a time, whatever you want. But I also use this for lemon juice and lime juice, and if I open up some apple juice for a recipe like my apple oat crisp, which you just need a little bit of apple juice for, and I always have a little bit left over, then I just freeze it in here, and then I just have some extra cubes that I can just pop out whenever I need, and every time I need a little bit of apple juice, I don't have to open up a whole container of it. So that just works great. And these are the stasher. This is the stasher bags, and our daughter gave me a set of these for my birthday this past summer, and you use these instead of the single-use plastic bags. So I'm hoping
you'll find the stashers on our food storage idea list. Go to Amazon.com, shop Nutmeg Notebook, and it's food storage and something else.
Yeah,
and that's where
they're made from silicone, and they replace the single use. So I'm hoping they come out with something that is 1 gallon size. But the Ziploc 1 gallon size and the quart size, they do say right on the box that they can be washed and reused. And so that's what we do. We do wash those and reuse them, but you know, they're still not as environmentally friendly as purchasing the silicone ones. I just haven't found a silicone one large enough for the super cubes yet. Okay.
And just to remind you on what's going on with super cubes, that it's 20% off now through the end of the end of Monday. I've got that Friday thing.
I don't know why you keep saying that, honey.
Yeah, well, today is Friday.
Today's Friday.
Now through the end of Monday is 20% off with the capital G give, capital T thanks, give thanks 20.
Okay.
And I put that in the show notes down below and in the comments here along with our link. So we have something new from Super Cubes that we can we can get into here, I believe. So
Vegana says Vegana says the matte finish Scotch tape and a Sharpie are the perfect labeling system. Pinch a corner so it's a clean pole to remove. Great idea. And Cheryl says, love the idea about the individual shepherd's pies. Thank you. I have done it before and it works beautifully. You can actually also, you can bake in the super cubes. So if you want to do like individual apple crisp or, you know, cherry crisp or individual lasagnas, or I even saw on Super Cubes they were doing pizza kits where you put the pizza dough, the tomato sauce, you know, some cooked mushrooms or whatever. You can even use like the 1 cup ones and make a pizza kit. I thought that was really clever too. Let's see. Vegana also says, just got a text from Bed Bath & Beyond, 25% off on your entire purchase for today. So if anybody wants that Breville, take in that 25% and do that. Ellen says, Bed Bath & Beyond would not take 20% off my coupon on my purchase of a Breville Smart Oven Air because of Breville's being listed as an exclusion. Well, Ellen, I'm so sorry. Everyone else that we've ever talked to has been allowed to use that. So was that
local in-store?
Was that in-store or online?
But
we know that online they do reject it, but in-store they have been, in our area and a lot of areas, they have been allowing it.
The clerk said that the management would rather have us go ahead and get the Breville there than not get it there, and that it may be a local or regional choice for them to do that because it is in the ultra-fine print, Breville as an exclusion, but that is subject to managerial discretion at various locations. So it's not 100% consistent, but we found most people reporting that it does get honored. So,
yes.
So maybe the local manager is a rule monger. I don't know. But
Yeah.
but
But
usually
if there's
we hear that people have
yes,
success
I'm so
with that.
sorry they wouldn't let
Now,
you.
you probably can't combine a 20% coupon with a 25% off. That probably doesn't fly. It's
Yeah.
one or the other.
But if they're doing 25% off today, your entire purchase, hey, go in and see if they'll let you do that. Stephanie says, this live is just full of wonderful information. Thank you, Tammy and Tom. You're welcome. And Susan gave us a super chat.
Thank you, Susan.
You, Susan. So good to see you here today. Ellen says, wouldn't Le Creuset also be completely safe cookware? Yes. Yes, it would. It isn't ceramic. It is cast iron.
It's porcelain.
It's cast iron with a
Porcelain coating. It's like glass.
well, it's not porcelain coating. You made me forget what it was when you said all the wrong things.
That happens all the time.
That happens all the time. Can look it up. I have a Le Creuset 5.5 quart Dutch oven that is fabulous. I hardly ever use it anymore because I use the Instant Pots to make all my soup, stews, and chilies. I don't think that you could still brown any, maybe it is porcelain.
It's porcelain. It's glass. It's porcelain fused to cast iron. It's a porcelain fused cast iron.
I want you to look it up and see what it says.
I will.
You made me lose my train of thought. I forgot what I was saying. What was I going to say? Oh, I still don't think that you would be able to brown veggie burgers in it. But if anybody has been able to successfully brown veggie burgers without any oil in the Le Creuset, let me know. But yeah, I used to make all my soup, stews, and chilies in it until I became a pressure cooker. But yes, it is wonderful.
You're a pressure cooker? Okay.
Okay.
So
ceramic. It's ceramic coated cast iron. Gina says, is it ceramic?
Yes, porcelain is ceramic. Yes.
Porcelain and ceramic are the same thing?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, honey.
Well, yeah, porcelain is fused to cast iron, and you can say it's a ceramic coating.
Okay.
It's glass.
Okay, I'm going to step back so you don't accidentally get me with your knife. Okay, so we're going to do...
This came this morning.
This morning.
We ordered this from
We thought it was going to show up on Wednesday, but we saw that it got delivered to the post office.
It's called Smart Post or something, where UPS hands the box off to the local post office, and then it's delivered on a less urgent basis. So what are we opening up here?
So this is from Super Cubes. It's the newest product that Super Cubes has.
And of course, Tammy had to have 2 little boxes. Okay, so we're done with that guy.
All right, and it says fragile on it.
Do we know we don't know what's in it. We haven't disclosed what's in this.
We haven't told the...
we don't do box openings usually because we think...
They're silly.
They're silly, wasted time. We just want to get to the product, but literally this came this morning, so we did not have time to open it before.
And Tom said, that's okay. We'll just wait and we'll do a box opening because, like he said, it's not something that we normally...
Something from Super Cubes. We haven't said what it is yet, have we?
No, we haven't told them what it is yet.
Okay.
This is their newest product.
Which we have not seen. This is truly...
Well, we've seen it online, but we haven't seen it in person yet.
Talk about packaging. Wow.
Well, I just have to say that Jake and Michelle have thought of everything.
They do such a good job.
And they are the creators of the Super Cubes. And, they were on Shark Tank. And
it's a block of foam.
They got a deal with Lori.
Look at this. This is amazing.
And she gave them her season golden ticket.
Okay. I tell you what, let's move the knife off the equation here. What a cool foam thing.
Wow. Very impressive.
And so here we have ceramic.
Ceramic.
Porcelain glazed ceramic.
Stoneware. This is
stoneware by Super Cubes.
Okay, let's see how our cube fits.
Here.
Let's see how our cube fits. I'm so excited.
These are so cool.
So we were wishing that they would come out with something that would be the right size for reheating the Super Cubes because they're square. And so let's see. I'm so excited.
You know what?
Let me wash it out first. Yes, please. That's a good idea. I almost stuck it in there. I'm so excited.
There's styrofoam dust in there.
Yeah. So, wow, aren't these beautiful, you guys? So, and it says Super Cubes on the little handles here. It says Super Cubes. These are 5x5 square dishes. And so, Michelle and Jake, who created Super Cubes, they recently had their first child, little Benjamin. And so she, of course, batch cooked like crazy before Benjamin was born. And so they've been heating up like lasagna, you know, because she made lasagna and all kinds of casserole dishes in the Super Cubes and froze them. And now they can just easily heat them up.
So you can put that in there, throw that in the microwave.
Oh, that's
Look at that.
Perfect. I'm so excited.
And then you have your own little Super Cube serving dish.
And so when I do the those lentil shepherd's pies that I made yesterday,
they'll fit right in there for reheating.
They'll fit right in there for reheating, and won't that be cute?
Okay.
I don't know. Presentation's everything, you guys. It really is. So even the most simple food, like this simple veggie. Let me get a paper towel.
Well, it melted because I got the dish
because
hot
you had
washing
that dish hot.
A mess.
You're a mess, honey.
Okay. All right. So a note on these guys. These will not be found on Amazon yet. They do not have enough inventory depth to be shipping these off to Amazon right now. You will find them on the regular site right now, and you can buy them along with your Super Cube freezer trays, and you can apply the current Black Friday Give Thanks promotion coupon to this.
Yes.
So this is not, it won't be on Amazon probably until we get into next year.
We don't need to open this one.
No, we don't.
Yet.
No.
Here, I'll put these away.
Okay. So anyway, what a fun new product.
I know, I'm so excited. Those are really fun. And so, like if you do like my cherry peach cobbler and then freeze it in your Super Cubes, and then when you want to heat it up, you'll be able to put it right in these and it'll be beautiful.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad that they did white.
MG's right there with me. Maybe they could create a glass lid for the bakers.
That's a good idea too.
And that would come from a different manufacturer because it's not porcelain fused. It's not fired. It would be a glass. We had an old, remember that old, with the green sides?
Oh, that was my favorite dish.
And I dropped it, and there's a dent on the floor there from 25 years ago.
Oh my gosh, that used to be
and
one of my favorite. It was.
That's why you did your Thanksgiving bean casserole with the onions on top.
It was Corningware.
Corningware, yeah.
Yeah, it was Corningware, and we got it. We had it since we were married. Back in the 70s, we had all this fun Corningware and stuff. I do still have a lot of that. Katie, our daughter, wouldn't let me get rid of it. She was like, "Mom, don't get rid of that. I remember all those from my childhood." I'm like, "Do you want this stuff?" She was like, "I don't have room for it right now, but one day I want it." So I've saved all that, with all the little blue design, and I think there were some with
Sorry, guys, I had to adjust Tammy's picture there.
Okay.
So just to reiterate on Super Cubes before we move off of that.
Yes. Any questions about Super Cubes? Super dish. Super, yes.
Oh, and you guys, if I'm working along here and I forget to turn off this silly window, go ahead and drop me a heads up in the email. Say, Tom, turn off the extra window.
So Kathy is saying, sorry if you mentioned it already, but can you tell me what stovetop cookware is the safest? We did talk about it. If you go back to about 15
minutes
or so ago, we talked about stainless steel.
And you'll see a cookware set go on screen where I was showing the Amazon page is where we were talking about the type of cookware we use. And there is a name brand, good quality, very low price option on Black Friday deal right now with Amazon on our deals page.
Yeah, and so stainless steel, absolutely for sure. And I know Dylan from Well Your World said that he bought a set, it's the Costco Kirkland brand, and he's been using it for years and very happy. with it. So, stainless steel.
Okay.
So excited to try these.
Let me cover a couple of random electronics here, and then we can switch over to zip tops. Or do you want to do some more bowls?
No, let's do whatever you want. You guys want zip tops next?
Or
more
of the Holland
bowls.
Bowl options.
Holland Bowl products.
Vigana says y'all need a producer or something to deal with all the technology and camera and stuff.
I know.
There's this guy that is supposed to be doing that stuff.
What's that guy's name?
I don't know. I can never see him. But then I never stand in front of a mirror either.
There you go.
So
Tom's supposed to tell me when he switches my camera.
And I'm supposed to not leave the little Tammy window on top of the full image Tammy.
There you go.
So usually
2 Tammys is
usually
too much.
she's presenting and I'm doing a little more control room stuff. But we're kind of double team tagging today.
Okay.
So moving over to Amazon here for a moment. I threw this little ceramic heater up because it's winter and because it is on deal, $32.96. So if y'all are up in the Northeast or the East or the Central, North Central states, I guess it might be chilly up in Washington too. We have one of these ceramic-based heaters, and I get it out every winter and park it here or there or somewhere to keep somebody's feet warm. So, so this is an Amazon Basics brand, 1500 watt, oscillating ceramic heater, and kind of a cool little keep your toes warm thing that just happened to be in the Amazon Home category of what's on promotion for Black Friday. So that's what that is about.
I'm just always cold. I don't know if it has to do with my hypothyroidism or what it is. Of course, when I was going through menopause, I was hot all the time. And, now I just get cold.
Yeah, and then the other random thing I threw on here because it was on, we get a list of, because we're in the home and kitchen category at Amazon, so we got a list of things that Amazon thought might be of interest for us to share, and this was on the list. I had to have some kind of electronic gadget here. So the Nest is on here, and our daughter and son-in-law have one of these smart thermostats. I wish we have one. We updated our heating and air conditioning 7-ish years ago.
Probably, maybe.
And did get new thermostats in that, and they're programmable, and it's a split system, and it's all fancy. So far as being 7 years old. But I wish I had one of these smart thermostats that learned our habits and were just a lot easier to read, see, and use. So it's on a little bit of a promotion, $99. It's $30 off if you're so inclined to want that sort of thing.
There you go. Okay, you want to tell them what the zip top, we have the code NUTMEG, use our link, and code NUTMEG, all caps, will get you 25% off until November 29th. And so
let me bring that up.
These are high-grade silicone, food safe. They're called Zip Top. What we love about them is that they stand up. They have a wide base, so they stand up and they stay open when you open them, unlike the stasher bags. And so easy to fill them then, also very easy to wash them. So they do have a max fill line on them on the back because you've got to have room to zip it. And if you have it overly full, then the zip part isn't going to stay zipped. And so they have a maximum fill line on there for you. Now, I would not recommend putting your soup or stew or chili or something very liquidy in them and putting it in your lunch box. It's more for like storage at home for liquids. You could put liquids in here to put it in your refrigerator, but I love taking them with us when we go hiking or when we're packing our lunch boxes to go to our daughter's house. I can put a sweet potato in here, or I can put it in the stand-up one and have it standing up in here. And what these do is these are replacing the single-use Ziploc bags, which is great. I also use them for storage in my pantry. So these are some of the garlic chickpea croutons. If you guys haven't made these, oh, you've got to make them. They are so, so good. They are so delicious, and they stay crispy in these. They are so great. And we even took the zip top with us to Greece when we went to Greece recently, and we took these in our carry-on, and we used them the whole time we were there. So if we had, you know, a little something extra from breakfast or lunch and we were going on a tour, then we would just pop some food in this, zip it shut, and put it in the backpack or in my purse, and we were good to go. So fruit in here, I mean, just all kinds of things, whatever you can think of. We went on a beautiful hike one day last week, and I took one of the taller ones. It was actually one of these, I think, and I put quinoa banana oat muffins in it, and we popped that in the backpack and took those with us. So this is some dehydrated hummus. Yes, you can dehydrate hummus, you guys. So I just, before we went on our trip, I made homemade hummus. I made like a pizza one. I don't have that recipe posted yet. And I just made it up on the fly that day. And then I made my really delicious, the best oil-free hummus. And I spread it out really thin on my dehydrator sheets. And I dehydrated it at like 130 or 135 degrees for 2 or 3 hours until it was dry and crackly. Then I put it through my little mini food processor, and we took that with us, and all we had to do was add water to it and reconstitute it. And then we had some Mary's Gone crackers and some cucumbers and carrots, and we just dipped them in the hummus, and we had a really delicious meal out of that, because you know the hummus is so filling and so satisfying. So these come in different colors, they come in different sizes and shapes, and you do save money if you order one of the kits. And so I also want to show you, these are just so stinking adorable. These are ones that they have for the children. These are super cute. Look at that. And they're little animals, and our grandkids absolutely love these. They love them so much. I bought a set so they could have them at their house as well as my house, because of course they wanted to take these home with them the first time that I had them out for them to use when they were here. And so they're super cute. I wish there was a purple one. Because our one granddaughter loves purple. But anyway, these are 4 ounce, and they come as a little 4-pack, which is the most economical way to get them. And oh, these are not totally in the picture. Let me back them up so that you can see them better. And these are just...
I can zoom back a little bit.
These are so cute. So they also love the little, I make the little chickpeas for them. Not as garlicky though, and I do add a little bit of salt to theirs because that's how their mama makes them. And then I just put their little crispy chickpeas in here, and they love them. And they can, you know, they can open this up, they can reach in and get them out. I ordered a second set to have here because, you know, when they have snacks in them, they want Tom and I to have snacks with them as well. And so I ordered another set so that when they're here, we can all have our snacks out of these. So these are made in the USA. They have won many design awards in the United States as well as in Europe. And these are just beautifully made, and also just very nicely made. They're going to be very durable. I guess that's what I want to say.
You want to reiterate what the promotion is?
It says on the warning, not intended to transport liquids. Never leave babies or toddlers unattended while feeding. Open the corner before you microwave, and always test the temperature of heated foods before giving to your child. So these are dishwasher and microwave safe, and they have no BPA, no lead, no PVC, and no phthalates in them. So great for snacks on the go, or we also do snacks at home with them. So you can use them in the microwave, the freezer, and the dishwasher. So, because people ask, how do you clean them? Oh, do you want to tell them what the code is
Yeah,
for the discount?
Yeah, it's code Nutmeg, and that gives you 25% off. So the link is down in the show notes to Super Cubes. I just put it into the chat feed here as well.
And Nutmeg is all caps.
Yeah, and just the nutmeg. Don't put the percent in, because that will calculate automatically.
Yeah.
So
I think these would also make really great stocking stuffers, and you could put food treats in them. Or I also think that teenage girls would go gaga over these. Don't you?
Yeah.
I don't think that. I mean, they're marketed for babies and toddlers.
Is Hello Kitty still a thing?
Oh yeah. But so I just think that, like, this is the little piggy, and it has the little curly Q on the back side of it.
I like the cat.
And the cat is just adorable.
Oh.
They are so.
I'll get that. It went all the way down.
Okay, they're just
Oh,
really.
that's got chickpeas in it.
It's got chickpeas in it.
Are those snacks?
You did that the other day, and then
And
ended
then
up
I ate
you
what
ate
spilled.
them. Yeah. So anyway, we love these. We've been using them since about July, I think. And I wasn't sure at first whether I was going to like them.
They sat in the box for
or
a while.
not. They sat in the box for a while. I didn't use them, but that's we had a family member living with us right then, and life was just a little bit crazy. But once I started using them, I was like, oh my gosh, I really like these. So people have asked me, are they easy to clean? I have found them to be easy to clean. I usually just wash them in my sink with hot soapy water, but because they're dishwasher safe too, I ran them through the dishwasher just to see how that worked, and they came out of the dishwasher beautifully. So I've had no issues with them whatsoever. I haven't had any, I don't have anything negative, I guess, to say about them. I do wish somebody, either Zip Tops or Stasher, would come out with like the gallon size, so that we could do away with getting the gallon size Ziplocs. But the Zip Tops, I think these are really nice and amazing, and they're a little bit different. So, there's a little bit of a learning curve. Sometimes we don't like things that are different. Now, I do like that these nest. So I keep them, I have a drawer that's deep enough that I can keep them in. And so I do like that they will nest. So the different shapes will nest inside of one another. So for storage, that is really great. So you see, they do that, because I'm all about saving space. So of course, when you have things in them like this, then they are not stackable. So if that's an issue for you, just know that in advance. They are not going to be stackable. Okay, so any questions about the Zip Top?
Yeah, well, just a commentary here, and I'm going to jump over to the other screen here, is these are listed on Amazon. They are 20% off 21% off on Amazon. They're 25% direct.
Yes.
So, and so our code, to be clear, does not work on Amazon. It only works on the direct site.
Right.
But there is the rate. So again, if you have Amazon points, you can grab them there. I will go ahead and add these to our food storage idea list. I think I've got some there already. I don't know if I got the little animal ones. But if you go to our food storage, you'll find Zip Tops on there. And you can use your Amazon dollars if you have them to use. You just won't be getting quite as big of a discount.
We have also popped popcorn in them. And so that's also a really fun thing for when you're traveling. So if your hotel room or your Airbnb has a microwave, if you take one of these and take some popcorn or buy some popcorn kernels wherever you're at, you can actually pop popcorn in these. And so that was really fun. We did that as an experiment as well. And so I just think, you know, a lot of different things that you can use these for. Of course, you know, you can put, when you're traveling, you can put things in it other than food as well. You can use them for, you know, makeup and toothpaste and toothbrushes and different things like that to pack in your suitcase. And then you also have the container then to use while you're traveling for a little bit of food. Okay, so anyway, we've been very happy with them. Anti-Venom says Stasher does have a gallon size flat bottom and a regular size. Well, thank you. I will have to check that out and see if the 4 of the super cubes will fit in that. Somebody says the code for the super cubes doesn't work. I put it in as you said, give thanks 20. You want to check that?
I'll go over
Tom?
and check that out, yeah.
Tom's going to go check it right now. Thank you so much for alerting us to that. I think the give, the G is capitalized and the T is capitalized.
That's what I saw in the,
and then
in
20.
the information, yeah.
So I think you probably have to, well, if that's what she has. Tom's going to go look right now and see what he can figure out there.
I'm going to put one in my cart, yep. I'm shopping.
He's shopping. He's going to see.
I can't put the camera back over on you.
That I want to tell you guys about, we are not affiliates for this at all, but you know, we love to share products with you whether we have an affiliation with the company or not. These are for your Instant Pot. They are magnetic and these have cooking times on them. These are from plantbaseddallas.com. Let me say that again, plantbaseddallas.com. And these are Instant Pot cooking times. They cost $20 for a set and they're magnetic, and so they go on the outside of your pressure cooker, and that way you have the times listed for common plant-based recipes at your fingertips.
And where did they get those?
From plantbaseddallas.com. They are a couple who went plant-based for health reasons and absolutely changed their lives around, and they sell these on their website. Wonderful gift for yourself or to give to anyone who's plant-based that's on your list. So this one is for dry unsoaked grains or beans, and then this one is cooking times for is it the same or different? I have to look again. This is for unsoaked grains and beans. And so they have them all listed here in categories for you. And it just makes your Instant Pot cooking very quick and easy because you don't have to look it up online. You don't have to go find your cookbook and search for the pages that give you the cooking times. It's all right here. And if you have multiple Instant Pots like I do, then just put them on your refrigerator. And that way you'll have it handy no matter.
Here's an illustration on a pressure pot.
Okay.
On screen.
Oh, perfect.
And here's a couple doing it. And I'm going to put the link into the chat, and I'll drop it down below in the show notes as well.
Yeah, so Tom will put the link in the chat and drop it down in the show notes as well. So I just think this is a really terrific idea. And if you discover that a different cooking time works better for you, just use a permanent marker and you can change the time on it. But she used the most common plant-based ingredients and the most common time. for them. But like I cook my beans longer just because we like them to be really, really well cooked, and I don't pre-soak them, so my cooking time is longer. But anyway, plantbaseddallas.com. I think these are really a nice thing to have for everybody who's cooking, because I don't know about you guys, I can forget the times on things because we do so many different things.
Okay, here is my...
So somebody wanted to know, this cup is Hydro Flask, and I think Tom posted a link. And did you add this to our Amazon page, the Hydro Flask cup?
I put it in comments. Let me clear this screen here.
Okay. So it is a Hydro Flask, and I love it. It was a Christmas gift, I think last year. It was a Christmas
Yeah, I didn't
gift.
put it in the show notes, but I put it in. It's up in the chat feed, and it also will probably be on our Amazon, one of our Amazon pages. Here, let me finish this Super Cubes question. So, right here above where it says scroll for more items in that little gray oblong bar, I put in the Give Thanks 20, and it did, off of a 2-cup tray, it took off $7.39. And you see it here down in the window below, Give Thanks 20. Now that's all caps there, is the way it's showing up there. So it is working.
So try again.
So please try again. I'll X that out, and I just type in Give Thanks 20 and apply, and there it goes. It's working. So,
okay, so try again.
And I entered through our link, so this is all good. Don't go to that cart right away. I mean, don't double order. That's a real order. I got to go in and take it out. So anyway.
And somebody, Laurel Hannigan says the code is also at the top of the Supercube site.
Yeah. So you just copy
and somebody said it just worked for me. And thank you, Pamela, says she loves our channel. So Julie Joseph says, pop your popcorn in the microwave in a brown lunch paper sack. Put dill pickle juice in a spray bottle and spray it on the popcorn, and it's delicious. And there is some sodium in that pickle juice. That sounds really interesting. Cheryl says their magnets are great. Thank you, Cheryl, for that. We think they are too. And they do a really good job, and we want to have them on the show and interview them. Okay, so Joy Milk. We want to do our Joy Milk. Someone's saying that that is on sale. You can use, there's a sale on Amazon. So I'm going to get rid of...
Oh, you want, let's move some...
Let's move some stuff. I'm leaving these here for anybody that comes in late.
Okay.
So we can show those off. They're so fun. We can leave these little couple animals.
And we need to get to NutriGardens too after Joy.
We have so many things to talk about. Okay, so...
This is my tea.
We'll do this next. So what we want to talk about is the Joy Milk products. You know, we are affiliates with Joy, and they have new packaging. So we wanted to show you the box that it comes in. Instead of a plastic container, it now comes in a glass jar. And so the glass jar, of course, you can repurpose it. It's recyclable, friendlier to the environment. It comes in this heavy-duty box, so it is very well protected. If you purchase anything from Well Your World, which we're also affiliates with, this is very similar to the packaging that Dylan from Well Your World uses. So heavy-duty cardboard packaging. I'm going to just set that out of the way here.
I put the Instapot magnets in the show notes so people will spot that when they refresh.
Oh, perfect.
Underneath the arrow
button.
button.
So here's what Joy says about it. You asked and we delivered. It has always been our dream to shift to a more sustainable packaging, and we know it's been on the top of the mind for many of you. We are so excited to reveal our new glass jars, which are versatile, clean, and sustainable, just like our products. These also come with a fresh new look, representing our journey and becoming a creative, fun addition to your pantry. We hope you love this shift as much as we do. They have a PS, please bear with us as we transition all of our products to glass. You may still receive our older tubs and our design, but it'll still be the same great taste. If you have any questions, please email us at hello@joy.com. So the Joy products are just one ingredient. That's what the JOI stands for. And these are bases for making your own milk. So whether it's almond milk or cashew milk or oat milk, they have come up with an incredible process by which they don't have to add any type of stabilizers or additives to any of the products, so that you can make your own wonderful, healthy, plant-based milk at home. You just put the filtered water, in your blender and add the appropriate amount of the base, and you instantly have your own plant milk that you've just made. And so it reduces packaging by so much. This makes 7 quarts of almond milk out of this jar. And so, oh, I got to get it turned the right way. And so you have this glass jar that you can reuse or recycle at the end instead of 7 different cartons. And so friendlier for the earth. You can get organic or non-organic depending on what you want. And we've interviewed them, the founders of the company, a couple of times. You can see our YouTube videos online. If you have seen my videos for the new vegan ranch or the vegan Caesar dressing, you know that I love to use the oat milk powder in those to make that. And this is the oat milk powder that they make. It is different than oat flour. It is extremely fine. It isn't gritty at all. And you blend it with your filtered water and you have a really delicious oat milk that doesn't get gummy, or if you try to make oat milk at home yourself, it has like the next day kind of a weird consistency. So this blends super easily, and I love the convenience of it. We actually took this to Greece with us, so that if we wanted like oats and wanted some oat milk, then we could just get some water. It could be cold water or it could be hot water, whatever we wanted. And that way we had plant milk with us, and it's shelf stable, right? Because it's a powder and it wasn't messy. So I love it. The oat is less fat than the almond milk, and you're not getting any weird ingredients in either of these. So we do have the discount. Let me go to that. So if you use the code Nutmeg, you're getting 10% off if you use our link to their site. And then Tom, what is it on Amazon?
They're doing some stuff on Amazon right now too, which I'm looking at because we didn't have advance notice on that.
No, they didn't tell us that they were doing something on Amazon.
Yeah, so check out there too.
Some of these small companies.
The oat milk happens to be, it's usually $15.99, and then 10% off of that for us would be $1.60 off. So it'd be it'd be $13.30 if I did that right.
So it's cheaper on Amazon.
So it's a couple
right now.
dollars less than Amazon. It's $11.99 right now for the oat milk.
So use our Amazon link and go to Amazon and buy it from Amazon right now.
And then there's an almond milk base. We usually buy the organic. The non-organic is $15.39, which is usually $21.99. So so that's on sale right now.
Okay.
And I'm getting some other stuff here. Unsweetened cashew milk.
Yeah, Annette, if you go to, Annette says, I wish I knew what process it is that Joy uses. So they use some process. If you go to their website, they have a Q&A there, and we talked to them when we interviewed them. And of course, they, can't reveal all of their processing secrets, I guess I want to say. But what they do does not alter the nutritional value of the end product. And so you are still getting, these are gluten-free, organic oats that they use. And this packaging is a sustainable product because the packaging is completely compostable. And so, even though it's not coming in glass, but I think they're redoing this packaging somewhat as well. And also know there's nothing added. There is no sugar, there is no salt added to these, there's no preservatives added to them, no stabilizers added to them. So we actually buy the bucket of the organic almond milk base, and then Tom he stirs it all up and gets it well combined, and then he divides it into jars, glass jars, and then we put it in the refrigerator because that keeps it from having any separation, and we put it in the refrigerator, and then that just makes the dispensing of it very easy. With the oat milk, you don't have any mess whatsoever. It's just the powder, and I just measure it out and use it as I need it, mix it up and use it as I need it. And usually I'm just using it in recipes. I don't drink plant milks. I just use them in recipes. And if I was going to have some oats, I might use a little bit in my oats as well. So,
on Amazon, the most significant sale I see right now is a Black Friday deal on the 2-pack of the almond organic, which is what we get, and
nice.
That's actually 30% off.
Wow!
It's an Amazon deal.
So,
and that popped up just today. It wasn't there yesterday.
Okay, so the Joy
that would be the grab
2-pack.
For $33.59, you're getting
is that the
$47.99 worth of.
Okay.
That's the organic. That's this one.
That's this one.
Yeah.
So you can get 2 jars at
$33.59.
$33.59 for 2 jars of it, and that would make 14 quarts.
Yeah. So that's probably
that is a great price.
That's a really good.
Thank you so much for alerting us to that. They did not tell us about that. Sometimes they forget.
Well, that one's direct with Amazon, though. That's not through the affiliate program, so they wouldn't have had any reason to.
Right. That's true.
Okay. All right.
Perfect.
Let's look at.
So, Anti-Venom says, I absolutely love Joy, and I use their cashew base to make my own cashew and oat milk. I still have to strain it, but it makes the milk go further, and my pups love the pulp. Awesome. The Super Cubes code worked for Lois just now.
Okay, thank you for letting us know.
Deborah says, I'm not seeing the oat milk powder in your Amazon store. Do you have it in our Amazon store?
I may not have added that one yet.
Okay, maybe you should add that.
It.
Thank you so much.
That'll be in pantry. That'll go into the pantry.
Tom will go add that. Okay, so now we're going to talk about Beet Boost.
Let me get that piece of email up for you to launch from.
Antoinette says, I've been using the oat since you showed it a while back, and I love it. That's awesome. I'm so glad. I don't think we've had any negative feedback on the Joy products. I mean, they're so amazing, and when you do the comparison against what you can buy in the store, you'll see that you're buying mostly just like kind of a flavored water in the store. It's not, I would say on most of them, on most of the plant milks. Okay, what you got for me?
We have Beet Boost and Spin Boost from NutriGardens.
All right.
And we have a 20%. Okay, I'm going to come on camera here.
Please do. Join me.
Our code is.
I just want to get close.
Our code I arrange the cameras like this on purpose. Our
so
code
you can get close.
is nutmeg 15. That gets you 50% off usually, but today and tomorrow and
When's it go through? Monday.
through Cyber Monday, our code is extra special because the nutmeg 15 will get you 20% off. Don't change the code. Don't change it to 20. Just stay with nutmeg 15 and you'll get 20. That's why I put but use our nutmeg 15 code, but you will get 20% off. We communicated with Rick from NutriGardens just yesterday about this. He tested it. We're all set. I tested it. It worked.
Great.
It should be golden. So use our link, which it's in the show notes. And if you get our newsletter, I gave you a button that you can just push the button and it takes you right there. Do you like my buttons that I put in the newsletter? Those of you that open my newsletter, do you like the buttons? I install those myself for you.
Okay,
So-
you want to tell them a little bit about Beet Boost?
Yeah, let me get back on camera too here so that I can have my own space.
You
I
wanna
was
be that
feeling
close to
I was
me?
feeling crowded.
Aww.
So, Beet Boost Revitalize is kind of Tammy's everyday beverage. If she wants something to drink, but it's not water, she'll make up one of these. There is a whole Nutmeg Notebook Beet Boost.
Well, it's beverages video.
Nutmeg Notebook Beverages on a plant-based diet. If you search Nutmeg Notebook Beverages on the YouTube search bar, this will come up. And I go in deep into the woods on the science of this in that video. But the short of it is that inherent in their organic qualities, beet juice helps your body release nitric acid. And what nitric acid does is it relaxes the epithelial cells that line your arterial system, like all of it, which allows more blood to flow into your fingertips, into your running muscles of your legs, into your brain cells for thinking. It helps your body oxygenate itself better. It also helps your body cleanse itself better in terms of restoring. And so that's an inherent property of beet juice. And then they also throw in these tart cherries powder in here, which is a strong antioxidant. So you're getting more oxygen and you're getting a real house cleaning with this stuff. And then there's a new one.
Well, we don't have it yet.
Oh.
You were thinking that
I've
you
ordered
had
it. It's not here yet. Called Spin Boost, which is kind of pointed at the bicyclist athletes with the whole spin or the spin cycle thing.
But it's for any type of.
And Rick says, I don't know
activity.
how athletic you guys are. I says, well, we just hiked 8 miles the other day with over 1,000 foot of elevation gain. I think that qualifies for being physically active. And Spin Boost, which I have to do, we're gonna have to do another show. It has a spinach with like red on a spinach in it, which then adds to this whole oxygenation process and nitric oxide process, and having it last like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Which is about the duration of our hike. So next time I go on a hike, I am definitely gonna mix up a batch of Spin Boost and drink that right before we go and do an experiment of one and report what my results are.
Good.
So we should have a control group.
Yeah.
You could be the
and
control group.
It's also, I'm not going to be the control group and not drink it. You be the control group.
Okay. Any volunteers to be in the control group and go on a hike with us?
That's not fair.
So anyhow.
How's that fair? That's not fair.
This stuff is on sale for Black Friday right now. And it really, talk to me about the flavor a little bit.
I love the flavor. Yeah. So people always say, well, does it taste like beets? Yes, it tastes like beets. And so if you don't like beets, you're probably not going to like it. But I like it. And so I take a tablespoon of it and I mix it with about 24 ounces of water instead of the 1 cup, and then lots of ice. And then I just sip on it over a period of time. But it's really great to drink some before you're going to go do like a very strenuous activity, so that it will help you. And if you drink it afterwards, it helps you recover. It will help your muscles recovers. So it's actually used by a lot of professional athletes, a lot of Olympic athletes believe in this and use it. And and then I learned about it from John Pierre, who has the Living with Harmony website, and he's a personal trainer to a lot of what do I want to say, professional athletes, movie stars, and singers and performers. And he really recommends using this product. So, and did I mention it's also good for helping to deal with inflammation, which is, you know, something that I'm really interested in using it for with all of my issues surrounding sciatic nerve. So anyway.
Deborah says she wanted to like it, but...
Yeah, so not everybody likes it. What some people do, some people will brew some tea, take a flavored herbal tea, and they'll add a tablespoon of this to flavored tea and a bunch of ice and drink it that way. I happen to think that it tastes really good, but I like beets, and beets kind of taste like, I don't know, earthy, maybe you would say, but I really like that flavor. And then the cherry in there, adds a nice little balance, I think. But if you don't like something, it's not sweet, it's more, it's not sour, but it's not sweet. So, Annette says, Tom, can you close the corner picture?
I did all that.
Did you? Oh, okay.
And I
Great.
told them thank you. Yeah, they were prompting me as I requested. Thank you, ladies.
And Cheryl is saying nitric oxide.
Yes.
Is that what you said?
Yeah, nitric oxide is is packaged different ways as a supplement and so forth, but it's a natural compound that your body uses to help. It releases. It makes its own nitric oxide, which Beet Boost facilitates that process. And the reason for the release of nitric oxide is to open up your vascular system, to open up your arteries, to enhance blood flow. So a lot of companies are all about doing things with beets right now. Some people are putting it in pills that you can swallow. NutriGardens has been doing this for years.
Yes.
A bunch of other companies, to validate what NutriGardens has been doing for years, have also been jumping on this bandwagon as of late. I've noticed, in a number of new brands, but NutriGardens is the tried and true proven one that we've been with for quite some time. So,
somebody says they think you said nitric acid instead of nitric oxide.
Oh, well, maybe I did.
You might have.
Nitric oxide, not nitric acid. That would be, well, the other day I did accidentally on something that we were talking on the other day. But no, it's nitric oxide.
There you go.
And it opens up your vascular system.
Yeah, Cheryl says that she puts it in her husband's smoothies.
Nitric oxide, Beet Boost, not nitric acid.
That would be bad. That would be bad. So anyway, I drink it almost every day. I'll have, usually like in the afternoon. Just kind of depends on what we're doing and what our schedule is like. But I happen to love it. I feel good when I drink it. So, yeah, some people don't like it. Nancy says you still have the corner picture is still up. I think we did that for something. Laurel says, I just used all lower case on the super cubes and it worked fine. Okay. All righty. What else you got? Did you want to do some more? Did you want me to show something else from Holland Bowl Mill?
Yeah, grab some bowls because I've got to close a bunch of windows and get the next ones open.
Okay.
So if you,
I'm going to go ahead and move
bring these little bowls over. You can talk about the little accessory bowls maybe.
Okay.
And the heart-shaped.
And the fruit bowl. Let me just move some stuff here, you guys. All right. So I want to show the fruit bowl too. And ours is full.
Don't make fun of my bananas. Those are perfect.
I know. Look at this cute little butternut squash.
Who grew that for you?
That was one of Tom's from the garden. A little bitty guy. He didn't grow very big, but he's so cute. But I haven't cooked him yet, but I'm gonna cook him. And then these are persimmons. I just love persimmons, and it's persimmon season. So I got these at Whole Foods the other day. So this is the Holland Bowl Mill fruit bowl. And so you see all the holes that they have put in it, and that allows air to circulate because, you know, it is the gas that the fruit gives off that causes it to ripen. And so the idea here is that the air can circulate more, and so that your fruit will last longer. So I just think it's beautiful. This is a cherry one that I wanted, and I love it. And so they're all going to look a little bit different depending on the tree that they make it from. But this is usually sitting somewhere in our kitchen.
There's different examples.
Full of, okay, there's your different examples, full of fruit. And so you can pick different sizes. This is the 15-inch. And you can pick, choose different woods for it. And you can still have it engraved on the bottom. And you will get, for a $75 qualifying purchase, you get free shipping. So, and
all of the fruit bowls qualify because they're on the upper end of things.
Yes, here. And you will get 10% off right now with the Black Friday special going. And does anybody have the fruit bowl from Holland Bowl besides us? I know a lot of people have purchased them. Just looking to see if anybody has any commentary. So anyway, that's the fruit bowl. I have a lot of different bowls. So I also have a 15-inch cherry salad bowl set, and I got 8 bowls, side bowls to go with it. So when we have all the family here, then I can serve little individual salads to go with a meal. And you can buy little sets of bowls. They're also wonderful if you're setting out like a salad bar or something, or toppings for, like, if you do nice cream and have a nice cream, you know, make your own sundae bar, then you can put all the toppings out in the little wood bowls, and it just looks really pretty. And then this is an oval shaped bowl from Holland Bowl. It's also cherry. Cherry is obviously my favorite, I guess. I just love the cherry. And I'll use this for a variety of different things. So, you know, we always have so much fresh fruit going here. And so I like to, you know, just fill it with fresh fruit and then set it out on the counter or on the table or on the sidebar. They have a lot more than just the round bowls, I guess is what I want to show you. And then one of my favorites is also the heart-shaped bowl. So I'm going to grab that. And then they also have the cutting boards. So this is the heart-shaped bowl. I'll just take a few of those off so you can see. I just love this. I've given this as gifts. You can have, you know, a little something inscribed on the bottom of it, engraved on the bottom, you know, and give it. I think it's just a fun girlfriend gift to give. A little heart-shaped bowl is really cool. And everybody I've given them to has just loved it. And then they have these centerpiece. I love these. These are great. You know, these are really popular right now. If you're on Instagram or Pinterest, and they've been popular for a while. But you can use this for appetizers. You can set it in the middle of your table and put a lot of condiments on it if you want. It's
some
great.
Of the heart shapes here.
There's some of the heart shapes. Yeah, those are so pretty.
And the Michigan shape, if you're in Michigan, this is it's not a baseball mitt. That's the shape of Michigan. So
yes.
they're in Michigan, so that's a thing in Michigan.
Yeah. So
okay.
You can use this as a centerpiece. You know, you can put a candle here. This time of year, an evergreen candle wreath on here, and then candle in the middle would be beautiful. I mostly use it for, of course, food items. You know, you can put out nuts and fresh fruit and some hummus and some crackers and put that on this, and you know, that just looks really beautiful. It's a nice presentation piece. You can also, the heart-shaped bowl here, you can use it as, you know, a little centerpiece too, and put a candle in the middle of that if you want. You can put this on your dresser, and it's a place, you know, to drop your jewelry, that kind of thing. And then they have a variety of cutting boards as well, and you can also get these engraved if you want to, and of course they're reversible. You can use both sides if you want, and they're just beautiful, and you can, you know, customize them, which is really nice. So everything from Holland Bowl is well made, and everything is made from one piece of wood. They are not sections or pieces of wood that have been glued together. So, and I like that as well. Okay. Oh, I have that smaller cutting board too. I forgot to show that. So there's this one here as well. So different sizes. They do have some with the handles, and then, you know, the little hole if you want to hang it up in your kitchen. Instead, you can do that, and they're just beautiful. So I love having handmade things around my house. It just makes me feel really good, and they just add a lot of beauty. So Tom put in happy balsamic. Oh, I like that. That's so cute. Says, love the fruit bowl. Thank you. I do too. Sometimes I wish I had two of them, because we just buy so much fresh fruit. Oh, I don't have a pineapple right now, do I? Oh, we haven't gone shopping yet.
No, we have to go shopping.
We usually shop on Thursday or Friday morning, and of course we didn't get to go yesterday, and we haven't gone yet today. So I wonder how crazy the stores are today. So any questions about anything from Holland Bowl that I can answer for you?
Tell Cheryl goodbye. She's got to go.
Bye, Cheryl. Thank you for being here. She says, have a great weekend, everyone. Thank you, Tammy and Tom, for more good information.
Okay, are you caught up on the wood stuff?
Vegana.
Vegana.
Vegana, thank you.
Vegan Anna.
Vegan Anna, Vegana. Says Dr. Caldwell Esselstyn is big on beets. Yes, yes, he is. All right. Okay, so I can put this stuff away.
Yeah, now I'm going to talk a little bit about a couple other things here while we're doing that.
Okay.
I'm going to put on screen this guy, and I'm going to click over here. As I mentioned earlier, the Ninja is the one that the model 101 that we were selling last week has gone off of sale. It went away early yesterday or the night before. This is the similar model. This one is the 201, and what is different is it doesn't flip up. It's not the Space Saver flip up model of the 101, and it is on a fairly reasonable discount, like $60 off, $169.99 instead of $229, and it is a little bit taller than the model that we have, but the rest of the function is very much the same. So if you like the Ninja product line and want something that is low profile in terms of height, but still full sized, then this would be a reasonable option to get in the area of air fryers. And then another thing that is going on here also in the lower, I'm not going to get onto that camera at this point. I'll give up on that. It's the GE, usually $219. It's also $70 off. Yeah, they say that right there. And so that would be, we don't own that one, but it would be another good brand to consider if you're trying to get into the air fryer arena without spending a boatload of money, but still wanting a good quality brand. So that's why I added those two to this particular list. And then the last one in that lineup is the Instapot air fryer. And it is even less at the $139.95 area. Read the dimensions to see what's going to work for here. What's your favorite size of vegan pizza or whatever. So this is included again because it's one of our trusted brands and a substantial Black Friday discount. And so I didn't want folks that are really liking those brands to not be aware of that. So now you're aware of it. And then I see Tammy has brought up one of our other kitchen appliance friends here, our Cuisinart smokeless mode griddler, which gets a lot of starch and vegetable use in our house. So what's going on with this guy? I'll put you in the little window here.
Okay.
And then I'll switch it out. I'll give you full screen in just a moment.
Okay, so this is the Cuisinart griddler.
Yeah, let's cover the price and then I can close this.
Okay.
Normally $130, it's $90. So it's
nice.
$40 off right now.
Yeah, which is really great.
31% off.
Okay, so that's really good. So you may have seen me before demonstrate doing the hash browns on here. So I just buy the frozen hash browns from either Sprouts or Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's has just a little bit of sodium in them. It's not bad. It's a very small amount. And you just want to make sure, that you get ones that don't have oil. And then it's the shredded hash browns. And I just put the whole bag on here. So I heat this up like 400. I do like 400 on top and 425 on the bottom. Is that right? Do I do the top hot? No, I do the top hotter.
Yeah.
425 on the top and 400 on the bottom. And then I just preheat it. It beeps and tells you when it's reached temperature. I spread those out on here. I'll season them with a little bit of onion powder, garlic powder, and freshly ground black pepper. And then put the lid on. And it takes probably about 30, 35 minutes. You want to check them at about 30, make sure they're not getting too brown. And then what I usually do at that point is I use a spatula and I'll flip them over. And even though it does heat top and bottom, I flip them over just so that it'll make sure they get nice and crispy. And so you'll get crispy hash browns, you guys, without any oil. And this is a non-stick surface. So if you don't like the non-stick surface, you can, skip this machine. And then you also have the plates. What I like too is that the plates come off to be washed. And so, because some of the units, where's my little, I know there's a button. There we go. There's a button. And then it's also reversible. And so on this other side, you have like a grill. And so you can also brown veggie burgers on here if you want to. If you use the flat surface, the griddle surface, you can do pancakes on here. If you're doing like a burrito bowl buffet or a taco buffet, then you can set this up and people can heat up their tortillas right on here. It just takes, seconds just to put your tortilla on here. You can flip it over. You can lay this flat so that they have both surfaces, and then just let them have a pair of tongs and just flip them and heat those up. And that way you have nice, hot, fresh tortillas. So anyway, I don't use this like every week, but when I want to use it for something specific like that, I am so glad that I have it because it does a really great job. And if you want, you can, like the hickory smoked portobello mushroom recipe that I have. You could flip this over and use the grill and cook them right on here. Would be great. So lots that you can do with it. You can cook a lot of vegetables on this as well. If you don't have an outdoor barbecue grill, or you live someplace where you can't use it in the winter time, then heat this up and, you know, put your veggies on here, put your portobello mushrooms on here, do your potatoes on here. There's a lot that you can do with it. So nice gift for someone as well. We also, and I don't think Tom has it queued up for us today, but we also have the Cuisinart waffle maker, the non-stick Belgian waffle maker, and it does a really nice job as well. And I don't very often make waffles. As you guys know, I don't usually eat breakfast, but sometimes for the holidays, if we have anybody staying with us, you know, then of course I need to make breakfast, and you can make waffles in that, and you can do them no oil. The trick with that is, and with the hash browns, is don't check on it too soon, because you really need for it to get kind of like that hard crust going before you open it, so that they don't stick. So I'm just going to check the chat feed here. Oh, Jessie said she would have been here earlier if it had not been for a small problem with the diabetic cat. Oh, I hope the cat's okay, Jessie.
So here's
yes.
So here's the last look at this guy before we take him away. $89.95 on the Cuisinart GR-6S, down from $129. That's 40% off. So that's a pretty chunky drop.
Yeah,
and
it is.
And we love the stuff that comes off of this guy. So it was a fun addition to our equipment list here.
Yeah, so Simply MJ says, is the 15-inch Holland bowl big enough to chop a salad?
Actually. Yeah, yes, I answered her.
All right.
Let me get back to turning this window off. A little window is.
So thank you for being here, Jessie. Sorry the kitty's having problems. And no worries, this was optional. We never expect you ladies to give up your free time for extra videos. So when you're thinking about the Holland bowl, also think about how much space you have. Where are you going to put it when you're not using it to chop? It can hold fruit and all kinds of things in your kitchen. Some people will put it up on top of their refrigerator because that's a good place for it. So the 17-inch does fit on a shelf in our pantry. It would not fit inside of any of our cupboards. None of our cupboards would be deep enough to hold the 17-inch bowl, or the 15-inch actually, for that matter. So think about where you're going to store it when you're not using it. But it can function, you know, as a fruit bowl or something else in the kitchen as well. So now you have my little paring knife. Is my paring knife on sale?
This is the 4-inch.
It is.
And it is the big sister to your little 3.5-inch one there. But you use that thing a lot.
Every day.
And actually, it's a little small for me. I use the next size bigger, which is a little bit too big for what I use it for. So this 4-inch kind of comes right in the middle, and it's on a pretty substantial discount. Instead of $60, it's half price. It's $29.95. And
maybe we should get it for your stocking stuffer.
Maybe we should get it for my stocking stuffer. And we've actually had a number of people already pick that up because I posted that a couple days ago. Or at the beginning of. It showed up on a pre-Black Friday sale, actually. And
well,
so people have been grabbing them, and it
is a nice little knife.
Yeah. So because the one I use is kind of sometimes it scares my finger. So. Yeah.
You know, a nice knife is a really good Christmas gift. Last year we gave our son's girlfriend a bread knife.
Yeah,
you know, during the pandemic when a lot of people really got into bread making, that was a really good gift to give.
Yeah, so I don't like this one because the blade's too skinny. I use mostly this one. But, you know, that other, there's a knife missing in there. See, we don't have... We need to order it and fill this set out. Look
Okay.
at, there's a gap there on, otherwise they're each
You
one.
can click buy now
Oh, wow.
when you get it off the screen.
Okay, yeah. You don't want to
Then-
show all of our discount.
Probably not.
Somebody will use up all of our coupon dollars.
Yeah.
So, okay, well, I'm going to add that to the cart. I just did that.
Okay, cool.
Okay. All right.
Nice. He added it to the cart. So that's, woo, I don't have to worry about.
I might go ahead and process that when you're not looking. Okay, so, and then this is a more recent thing
Could
too.
you please link to the mug that Tammy is drinking out of? You did earlier up, didn't you?
I'll go ahead and grab that and put it in the top of the. I'll go ahead and grab that link. Yeah, but it's going to be way up there. I'll grab it again.
Okay.
Is that a more recent comment?
Yes, yes. Are you going to put this?
That is on. Yeah, that's on the screen here. Just a minute.
Jesse said nothing worse than a frightened finger.
Yeah, here's this guy, and this isn't exactly ours, but it's very close. It's a little $14 gizmo, and you ordered that, and I didn't know what you ordered it for. So you can talk about what that's.
Yeah,
for.
so it's called a dough scraper, but of course, I don't make bread. I'm gluten free. I don't make bread with it, but what I do use it for is when I'm chopping a lot of vegetables. Let's say I chop up an onion, then I use this to scoop it up and transfer it to the Instant Pot or the frying pan or to the bowl or what have you. And so, it has a bit of a sharp edge on it because it's made for bread makers. They can cut their dough, divide up their dough with it and scrape their dough up off the board that they've rolled it out on or patted it out on or kneaded it on. But what I use it for is to just help scoop up all the chopped veggies that I've chopped and then get it where I want it to go. So it has a nice little rubber handle on it so it doesn't fall out, and it's wider than my knife, so it does a better job of transferring more of the chopped veggies at one time. So that's what I use it for. It works great. I, keep it in a drawer right by the counter so that when I start chopping, then I can go grab this. And somebody had mentioned to me a while back, I was doing a food demo or one of my videos, a live video, and they said, Tammy, you need a scraper that would help you, because I was just using my knife, my 7-inch knife. And I was like, yes, I do. Why don't I get me one of those? So I did. And it works really great. So how many of you guys use something like this? Gina says, I love my dough scraper. It works for onions, pineapple, anything. Yes, absolutely.
Okay, guys, I'm sorry, Tammy.
They are versatile.
Here's what happens. This thing earlier this morning, like at 8:05 or 8:15 or whatever,
was $24.
Was $24, and now there's nothing to be $45, $43. There was a size that had different colors, but now they're down to 2 colors. And this black one was 24, but now it's 39. So that was the deal is over on those hydro flasks.
Okay, so they also sell them at Whole Foods, and they sell them at REI.
So you can find them there, and sometimes for less money than Amazon.
And sometimes for less money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think 24 was about the right price.
Yeah, I wouldn't pay $45 for that.
I wouldn't pay any more for those.
Yeah.
So Whole Foods does have them, and REI also has them. And there's probably other like sporting goods stores that we don't have here that you might have wherever you live that would also have the Hydro Flask. And see what there's also, you can purchase right from their website too, I think. So if you were to look up Hydro Flask and go to their website, you can probably purchase direct from their website too. But these do make really nice gifts. So I've given some as gifts, and I'll put them in a box with like 2 or 3 different boxes of tea, and then like a little bag of some kind of snacks. It could be Larabars, it could be the Well-Being bars, something that's like healthy. And so, and it just makes for just a really nice presentation and just a really nice gift for people. So, I mean, anybody, especially like last year when people were starting to work at home, I think I gave some of these as gifts because I thought it was just a really nice thing. They could have this sitting next to their computer while they're working and keep their beverage nice and hot. So, what else you got for me, Tom?
Are you done with that knife thingy?
I'm done with this scraper, yes.
Okay.
And people are saying they really like their scrapers.
Tovolo. Time for a Tovolo. These were, I'm going to bring these up and on screen here.
So Jesse says, so the Hydro Flask would keep soup hot and iced drinks cold? Absolutely. And then we also use, I'll grab my
how does it know to keep hot things
water.
hot and cold things cold?
It's smart.
Okay.
You wiseacre, you.
So these are.
And then this is.
Oh, you're not on screen.
I'm not on screen.
I'm on other things.
Oh, I said I was going to. Oh, I was just grabbing my water just to show. So we also use these Hydro Flask water canteens. So these are great. We don't take these hiking with us because they weigh too much. So we have the water bladders. What are they called? In our backpacks.
How many ounces are those?
How many ounces is this one?
Yeah.
I don't know. This one's probably 20-something, 20-some ounces. So Tom and I have been using these for years. They also make smaller ones for kids. And, it gets really hot here in Northern California. And so we can put cold water in here and some ice cubes, and we'll leave it in our car while we go hiking because we'll use the water bladders that are in our backpacks, and the water will still be ice cold when we come back hours later. And so they just work really great. And the same with the hot tea. I'll make my hot herbal tea and it will stay warm for hours in here. So love it. Hydro Flask, very good. There's a lot of knockoffs, and at Costco they have some that look very similar and say Hydro something on them, but they are not the Hydro Flask.
Okay, so I'm finding Hydro Flask 21 ounce standard water bottle with sport cap. That's the sport cap you have on there.
Okay.
And there's 6 options on the black one. Where you got to go see all buying options, and then that's going to show us, used. That's interesting.
Dear.
New, $74. Okay.
That's ridiculous.
So you're walking into a little bit of a minefield with that one, Tammy.
Well, I would just say, but when they go to REI or Whole Foods sells them.
Wait, here's a pink one for $26.95.
Pink is pretty.
That's a good price on that, and I'm going to add that to our Amazon deals because that's a 25% off. We found a deal.
Woohoo!
Good job, and that's going to be.
But what about the black? Do they have?
It's more money.
Oh, that's so crazy.
That just needs to go into.
Well,
Amazon.
anyway.
Okay, so that's now in our deals page as the pink one. The black one is the one that's used.
Oh.
We don't want to sell used water
bottles. I
bottles.
want a used one. So look at Whole Foods, look at REI when you go to those 2 places for these, and you can get different tops on them, and then you can also get like a rubber boot that will fit on the bottom, and this size will fit down in your cup holder in your car, which is also nice. Okay, the prices are just all over the place. It's crazy. So a lot of different colors available though, which is nice. All right. And so then we have the Tovolo. Is that what you wanted me to talk about next?
Yeah. I have to cue it up again. I had it and I lost it, so I got to go find it again.
Okay.
Here it is.
Back that. And then, I love the Tovolo spatulas. I use a lot of them. This is actually a nice little set, and it is $17.30. It is down from
21. Yeah, it's 21% off.
21% off. So.
And they showed up on the list, and we used them. Well, you can see we used them a lot.
Well, that one has a little
Somebody
nick
took a
out
bite
of it.
out of that one.
That one has a bite. This one has a little nick too, and that's because I'm always using them to get stuff out of my food processors and my blenders. So, but they're great. They're wonderful because they're all one piece. They're made from silicone, and so you don't have metal and you don't have wood on them, which is really nice because you guys know the wood ones end up getting dried out from being washed, and if they have a wood handle that inserts, then gunk gets in there. It's so disgusting. So I really like that they're all one piece, and they're silicone so they can withstand a little bit of heat if you want to use them in something that's hot. And I just keep them out, and I have a container, a utensil container on my kitchen counter so that I can just keep them handy. So, you know, I don't have to open a drawer. When I'm mixing something up or pouring something, I can just reach over there and grab them and use them. And they're a very good brand. They've really stood up well for me. So I like them. And of course, my favorite, you know, I use a big spatula. And we have several of them that we use all the time. So we love the Tovalos. So I'm going to check the comments here, you guys. Oh, Jessie said when I used my knife, you know, for picking stuff up, she would forget and scrape in the wrong direction, and it wore down the knife blade. That could happen.
Okay, I'm taking the Vitamix Ascent 3500 off the list. It's gone off deal.
Oh, okay.
It's back up to $6.99 now, so I'm going to delete that one from this page because the price went away on it. That's
okay.
How quickly this stuff is changing.
Quilts 54 said that her feed was intermittently stopping and starting. Is it just her? And somebody else says mine was stopping too. Jessie said I've also had buffering in the past 5 minutes. It comes and goes quickly.
Okay, yeah. Art, let me.
And Barbara says, I'm guessing the interwebs everywhere are really busy today. Yeah, I think so too, you guys. And Tom probably has some windows
Yeah, I need
open.
to close
He's
some
going to
stuff
close
here.
some windows, and hopefully that will also help. So, so how is your shopping going, you guys? Is there anything that you would like me to address, or any questions that you have for me that we didn't cover or answer products today? Because we're
kind of winding down here. I'm gonna hit the main page here for just a moment.
Okay.
So these are the Vitamixes, different models that are still on program. I just took out their flagship model, the A3500 series. The price just jumped. You know, they ran out of that sale. But you can see there's some down here in the high 200s, which is low for a Vitamix, which is a high-speed blender. This red one, the red one and the white one up at the top, those are higher end Ascent series Vitamixes at really good prices. And Tammy's already shown the Vitamix a little bit. And then these Roombas came up. Oh, this one is off sale now. I've got to delete this one. It's no longer. These Roombas are on promotion, and so there's a mid-level model and a very high-end model. Our daughter has those and loves hers. We don't have one, but for people that have hardwood floors or lower pile carpet floors, they're amazing. A little add-on thing. And then. See, our buffering is really getting up there.
It is.
And then another thing I have is this list of DeWalt stuff at the bottom of the idea list. And my idea there is, you know, they are like this DeWalt drill bit and driver set is less than half price. It's 54% off. And if I was, you know, wanting a fun tool to receive for Christmas or something, that would be a fun tool to get. I do already have a nice drill set, but there's a whole line of DeWalt items here that I've highlighted that are on substantial Amazon Black Friday deal promotions here right now. If you're looking for a gift for the man in your life, or if you're watching this with me, then go ahead and grab one for yourself. I've always wanted one of these grinders. Don't know why I need it, but it would just be cool to have. So that's the story on those guys. And we might include
some guy stuff.
Yeah. So I'm going to disable your iPod your iPad, turn it off. I think
Okay.
we're short on bandwidth here. I'm getting too much buffering here, so just close it down.
There we go.
Too many devices, because I'm actually using 2 computers plus our Blackmagic streaming thing. So I've got 3 things going on here to manage what's going on with the page and with the streaming.
Okay. Well, I think we've been on about 3 hours now.
Well,
thought
it's
we
11:15, 8 to 9, 9 to 10, 10 to 11. Yeah, well, I figured 3 hours would be what would happen.
Oh, did you? I thought we were going to do 2. But
Yeah, I ordered my knife. My knife is going to be here tomorrow.
Oh, it's how exciting.
So I can show it. I can show it on our next live. So anyway,
I think we talked about everything.
yeah, we talked about the
intended to
Amazon
talk.
microwave. I didn't bring it down. It's upstairs. We talked about the Breville. We didn't pull it over, but it still is on a kind of a promotion. And
So Barbara says the Amazon deals has those hydro flasks cheaper than what you found.
on the okay, so Amazon deals page. Okay, Hydro Flask. And we want sport. Well, we'll just get to the page here. Iron Hydro Flask water bottle. Okay. So here's the water bottle on Black Friday deal at $37.46, down from $49.95. So I'm going to click on that. And is that the where'd it go? 14 use and new offers. Okay. So I don't know. You have to kind of cruise around here carefully. There's a lot of different products here.
And some are used, so you want to be careful
Yeah.
about that.
I don't, you know, those used ones might have been out and back and not like used and then returned years later. They might just be open box kind of things.
Yeah, you never know.
So,
Okay, so I see a question. I can see question marks.
Vegana, do you have whole food plant-based cookie ideas? It's cookie baking season. No cookies and other treats for holiday bake. So cookies and other treats for holiday baking would be fun.
Yeah, you know, I don't do a lot of holiday baking. For one, I'm gluten-free, and 2, I don't want to have all those treats around to tempt me to eat them because it's the baking and sweets and bread that are very tempting for me. So, so I don't have a few cookie recipes on the blog. So if you go to nutmegnotebook.com and put in cookies, you'll see the few I have. I do cut out gingerbread cookies with the grandkids every year. Something that I started with our oldest granddaughter, who's 5, a few years ago. And so I think the recipe I use comes from On Fruit. She has a couple of recipes for doing gingerbread cutout cookies, and I use one that she has 2 on there, and one is an improved one, and it uses almond flour and oat flour, I think. That one with the grandkids, and I think that's Feasting on Fruit. I'll have to double check, but I think that's what it is. And then the Vegan 8, which is a blog that you can go to, the Vegan. She uses 8 ingredients or less in most of her recipes, and she has a really delicious snickerdoodles cookie recipe, and I do make those with the grandchildren, and those are gluten-free, and they love them. Everybody likes them. They're they taste really good. They're vegan and they're gluten-free. So I will make those. So those are usually the 2 cookies that I make because, you know, that's just something that I can do with the grandkids and then send all the cookies home with them so that I'm not tempted to overeat on them. I just find it difficult to overeat on them. So, and then of course, Drina Burton has wonderful cookie recipes. And if anybody else know of anybody, I mean, it's difficult to find like healthy versions.
Yeah, Laurel says to check out Plant-Based Cooking Show. She might have some desserts.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
She does a really good job.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you'll see that I don't do a lot of baking. I don't do a lot of desserts. We do have a new recipe coming out, and hopefully Tom can get it posted or get the video ready before Christmas. And it's for a peanut butter chocolate chip blondie.
oh, I've started that. It should be done by the end.
Yeah? Okay. Then
Yeah.
I'll need a blog post and type up the recipe. And that's a cookie that we make in like a 9-inch round pan. And it turns out really good. So I
Okay.
will.
Right. So kind of holiday shopping and into Cyber Monday. You can go on to Amazon through a link, the amazon.com/shop/nutmegnotebook. Once you get there, you can go to the top of the page and you can click on Black Friday deals here, and then you can go by category. And for instance, this is the kitchen and dining category. So they got cutlery going on here, and all the kinds of knives and stuff. So I would encourage you to explore more on your own, because I just tried to grab things that we had some experience with identical or similar products that resonate well with us and that we thought our viewers would like. But yeah, please walk through the Nutmeg Notebook door into the world of Amazon and shop around. Anything there does help support our channel. We sincerely thank you and appreciate that.
And if you're interested in like stuff for your kids or your grandkids, we did a show all about stuff for kids, and that will that be at the bottom of our page?
That'll be at the bottom. Past lives. You click on past live streams and scroll back, and
on our Amazon
on the
page,
Amazon platform,
very bottom.
Yeah, YouTube. It's videos on Amazon.
Yeah, and we showed all kinds of toys and all kinds of things.
Kids.
Yeah. We've spent a small fortune on kid things and just plates and dishes and cups and all kinds of things that we use.
These knife deals are catching my eye over here.
Oh, stop it. We have knives, honey.
I know, I just ordered one.
You just got a new knife.
Now that wasn't a surprise Christmas present, was it? Did I just blow it? Okay.
Well, I said maybe we should get that for your stocking stuffer.
Oh, okay. All right.
You weren't listening to me.
No, I did hear that. I do remember that.
Okay. This is a nice shirt. It's very soft.
All right.
It kind of feels, it doesn't look like flannel.
You know what else? We're running
soft.
out of battery on our sound system here.
Okay. Well, it's time to go.
And
our batteries have worked for 3 hours. That's pretty good.
We're buffering. So we got everybody.
Okay. Thank you so much for stopping in and see if there's any last minute questions for us. We really appreciate you guys hanging in there with us and asking great questions, and hope that you have, and we will be on at live, and we will just be doing, I guess we're doing Q&A on Sunday, right?
Yeah.
He's barely listening to me.
Well, I'm signing off. I'm getting things ready.
Oh, he's getting things ready to sign off. And so, Brittany, the Giroudi family YouTube channel, she does a lot of desserts as well. I just don't want to have to recipe test a ton of desserts, to eat all that stuff and have all the extra calories. So I'll leave it to the other people who can do that. But anyway, 4 p.m. Pacific time on Sunday, if you can be here with
Fisher Straight Up Foods as well.
Yes, Kathy Fisher as well. She does have a good, like an oatmeal raisin cookie that Kathy does that's really good. And I have made that one as well. So anyway, that's all we guys. We hope we've helped you with your shopping a little bit. We appreciate your support. Jesse, thank you for stopping in and helping us. We hope that was it Sybil, the cat, is doing better, and we appreciate you guys' support. So happy the rest of the Thanksgiving holiday and happy shopping to everybody.
Bonnie says thank you, and she ordered 3 items, and
Thank you.
And thank you for doing that. Okay, we are buffering. We're full, so we got to go. You're Tammy.
I'm Tammy.
And I'm Tom.
And we help you get healthy and stay healthy. One meal at a time.
Bye-bye.
Or day at a time.
Okay, bye.
Bye.